Wake them up.
I'm going to, get off my arse and do something. And if they do that, it's not lost, I can tell you, because we've got some good kids. And that's one thing a lot of the other clubs haven't got. We've actually got kids. So, they're there. Finding the right man to coach and probably bringing 2 or 3 in with him and being reasonably local from there, it's amazing what can happen. It is. So I have not given up hope.
Good on you, Mick.
Mate, great to talk to you, Mick, and I'm getting... I've got to take a break because we're just about to get our big senior football game, but always awesome to talk to you, mate. Hey, this is the pre-game, all thanks to Choices Flooring out in the Homemaker Centre. Billy and Amy here. It's not open today, open tomorrow 9 to 1 p.m. We're going to take a break on the other side. Koroit and the South Warrnambool Roosters are going to do battle on Good Friday.
Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsh Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, Harvey Norman Computers, Sungold Milk and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central, 3YBFM.
If there's one thing us Aussies know, it's great coffee. Like the best ever McCafe blend. Expertly made by baristas for a smooth, rich taste that hits the spot every time. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
Fitz Media Productions is your online broadcast specialist. From meetings and special events to weddings, funerals and sport. Fitz Media's fully equipped mobile broadcast unit provides a professional, reliable live stream anywhere. Contact us today.
Woohoo! The footy's back, bigger and better than ever. Just like the boys at Peter Bolsh Bridgestone, now offering full logbook servicing and mechanical. With tyres starting from $60 and zip pay available. Why go anywhere else? Peter Bolsh Bridgestone, Ferry Street.
The Country Care Dental team listen, care and explain so you know you're in good hands. From no-gap cleaning to advanced procedures, they'll look after you. Open 8 to 7 weekdays in Hamilton and Camperdown. countrycaredental.com.au.
From trees to traffic, Carter Group is the home of fully trained arborists, offering tree removal, trimming and lopping of trees, along with on-site traffic management planners and high-quality traffic management. Visit cartergroup.com.au.
When building a new home, the first place to go is Greens Bricks and Windows. They stock PGH Bricks trend windows and doors with double glazing to all styles. Make the right choice. See Greens Bricks and Windows, 7 Robson Street, Warrnambool.
I'm Roma Britnell, your local Member of State Parliament. I'm working hard for you and for the South West Coast region to make sure we have a vibrant and prosperous place to live and work. I want to know what matters most to you, to hear your ideas on how to make South West Coast even better. You can email me, catch me on social media, or visit my office in Liebig Street. I'm here to work for you.
Authorised by Roma Britnell MP, 94 Liebig Street, Warrnambool, funded from parliamentary budget.
You gotta get down to Pontings, they're the expert crew, who are always here for you. It's where the locals go, and the tradies know. You gotta get down to Pontings, we've got ya.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun don't.
3 steps: design, plan and construct. Smith & Son Renovations and Extensions take care of all 3 steps to provide you with a smooth and cost-effective process. See Nathan and the team at Smith & Sons, Ferry Street, quality builders and reno specialists.
Did you know that Badeness Rural have 3 agronomists and an experienced in-store team to help service the needs of their clients? With the right advice and the latest in agriculture technology, they provide a tailored service specific to your farm needs. Helping you boost production and keeping costs in check is what they do best. From on-farm agronomy to decades of expertise in-store to help you get the best results. Call in and see them today.
Hampden League Live.
Arnold kicks long. Gordon's the target. The fight for love. Gordon over the back. And that is 7 for the big man.
The most comprehensive football and netball coverage across the great South Coast. Broadcasting your match of the day on 94.5 FM and online.
Kick over the top to Matty Wines. He plays on, runs onto that customary left foot, out in front of bat. Pulls in a screamer. Oh. Put it down.
An English gather he can. Dances around, short kick, looking for a teammate in Alexander. Goes by hand to Wrench to Alexander. Oh, good tackle.
Led by Matty Stewart and your number one local footy call team.
Katie Lovell kicks on its way. Is it going to fade back? Oh, big grab in the goal square.
Well done, McKinnon. Thompson, can he get the handball out to Gordon? Gordon sells one tackle. They're asking for holding the ball. They get it, the Eagles.
For Clinton, Bolsh, Warrnambool, Nissan, Badeness Rural, Harvey Norman Computers, Sungold Milk, and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central. This is 3YBFM's Hampden League Live.
Gee, hard to pick against Koroit, isn't it? Really.
Oh, good last week. Hilly, what about you, buddy?
I'm going to stick with South Warrnambool. I think, it's going to be a great game. There's no doubt about it. Harry Lee's just won the toss and they're kicking to the city end goals, the Roosters, in this first term. I'm going to go South. I think with some additions to their forward line, Jack Dye, Dylan Weir, I reckon they're going to have their goal kicking boots on today, the Roosters, and I reckon they'll get over the line. Low margin, 8 to 10 points.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking Roosters myself today. I know it's really hard to tip against Koroit, and very rarely over the last 6 or 7 years have we done it. I just think they might be just up and about a little bit at the moment. And on their home deck, I've just got a feeling they're going to be very, very hard to beat. Ricky Henderson's going to be the key. I love the fact, Hilly, that they're playing him forward. He's a big boy. I just reckon that they've got to make the most of it. He can obviously clunk a mark and be that big target down forward as well.
And as you said, a long, prodigious kick as well. And I think we didn't get to see the best of him last year. Just had a lot of nigglies coming from that AFL system, and I think admittedly he would say he wasn't quite right last year as well, and adapting to the different grounds, obviously a different playing surface to what they're playing in the AFL. So I'm hopeful we'll see a really good Ricky Henderson this year, and obviously forward's going to be a nice little spot for him as well. Blackie, I would have thought.
Yeah, you're right. We're running with 3 umpires, Hilly. You know who they are, don't you?
Yeah, Gavin Sell, Jamie Lake, and Nathan Hoy.
Exactly right. Yeah, good to have 3 umpires, and the boundaries they've got 2 each side, so that'll be good. So
keep an eye on Paddy O'Sullivan too. He's a kid with a bright future for mine. He was fantastic last week, and also Peterson I thought was really good too, and young Tommy Bolsh. As well for the Koroit Saints. So really looking forward to this contest. It's going to be an absolute ripper on Good Friday. And young Ollie Bridgewater, Archie Stevens looking fit. Of course, he's playing a little bit of VFL football with the Carlton Football Club. Moved into that midfield as well. Jed Henderson on a wing. And as I said, Ricky Henderson lining up forward with Bex and Weir. So they're certainly got a lot more firepower down forward than we saw last year. Blackie and Hilly.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, Henderson forward, he's played a lot of AFL footy, so he'll have the nose. Going to be pretty tricky conditions, especially with this wind blowing, mate, but looking for a great contest down there, and young Bolshy's picking him up, I think.
Yeah, young Tom Bolsh going to go, and Jack O'Sullivan's going to go to Weir. He's a big boy, Weir.
He is.
So ball in the middle of the ground is going to be Koroit going up against Bridgewater to start this Good Friday clash, and Koroit wins a tap down. Here's Saunders. He's just a ball magnet. He's wrapped up in a tackle by Chumpy pulling. Kick comes down, coming out to meet it. Look at Jack O'Sullivan, doesn't he? Looks super fit. Gets a handball to Hoy. Hoy goes back to Mooney. A little bit of 1-2. He had the ball on an absolute string last week. Bad kick that time, though. Goes inboard. Gathered here by Stevens. Gets it to Thompson. Thompson back to the Roosters teammate, had his head ripped off, and that's holding the football, the umpire says, and the free kick will go to Paddy O'Sullivan, centre-half back for the Koroit Saints.
Oh, one of the youngsters, it's going to be exciting to watch in 2022. Not a great kick, short. Gathered there by Peterson, slung. Throw is deemed by the umpire, Hoy, and the Roosters will get the free kick through Ben Rantel. So there's a bit of, hot footy at the moment from both sides. So Rantel, a good 70 metres out, he'll go short kick. It wasn't his best, coming through his knee, trying to trap it. Paddles it on to Peterson, gets it to O'Sullivan. He'll go laterally inside the centre square. Good kick to Pulling and hits him beautifully.
He does a good kick.
And the Saints through Pulling, who was sensational last week, will look to get the ball moving forward.
Yeah, little Chumpy. I love what he does. I like what this kid does too, young Neves. Only a little fella. Tackled across the line, and we are going to have a ball up in front of the Koroit coaches box here. So we've just started this contest, Good Friday contest at its best. Played in beautiful conditions here at the Friendly Societies Park this afternoon in front of a really healthy crowd. So Bridgewater's going to go up against Koroit once again. Koroit's got him for probably just a little bit upper body strength. There's Harrington. A little flick pass out there that time. Henderson gets on the end of it for the Roosters. Kicks it forward. Ricky Henderson comes out to meet the football. Just bounces. Not a good bounce. He flicks it out, though, to a teammate. Had his head ripped off. Umpire says play on. Tommy Bolsh kicks out wide now. Across half back for the Saints. Here goes McCutcheon on that left kick, left foot kick, and it's a beautiful kick inboard to Dobson. Dobson squares it up to Pulling, and the Stars getting the job done so far for the Saints.
He's going to go inside, forward 50, all by himself, just floating there is Paddy O'Sullivan. Uncontested mark, 30 metres out, Blackie. And I'll tell you what, this kid has got a motor.
Yeah, he's a good kid, isn't he? And Jack's back in, his brother, today, and apparently the younger one's fairly good as well. So we could have three of them playing by the end of the year.
Isn't he a big boy, Jack?
He got too much room, too, to work in then, didn't he?
45-degree angle. Paddy O'Sullivan for the first goal of the game. Kicked it to the right and a minor score. And the Saints on the Shojin Concrete scoreboard go one behind. South Warrnambool yet to score. 2.5 minutes gone on the Shojin Concrete scoreboard, and that's the Battery Wheel time clock as well. Eyes Kelson, pretty hot footy at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely it is. But as I said early in this contest, I was surprised with just how much room Paddy O'Sullivan got. But I'm sure South Warrnambool will be looking to try and lock that down.
Here's Williamson now. He's got plenty of run and plenty of pace. Going back with the football, that time was Bolsh. He gets the handball back. Goes back inboard. Good kick it was too. He spots up a teammate in Whitehead. He was sensational last week. Jaden Whitehead looking for the skipper in Hoy. Good play once again. Just misses the handball there to Pulling. Here comes, the old veteran in McPherson. He's just a dour defender. You never get an easy kick on Tim McPherson, Greg Kelson. And he's going to go with Shannon Becks all afternoon.
My man Hoy, too. He's looking huge, isn't he?
Geez, he was good last week.
Yeah,
and Pulling as well.
He's so solid.
He's got a bit of the Graham's coming out tonight.
So boundary throw in, true centre wing. Koroit front position. Grab the footy out of the pack. They asked for holding the ball, and Saunders at the bottom of the pack. High up and under kick to half forward. Becks, McPherson. Good defensive work by McPherson to Mooney. A little bit of tunnel ball going, and Saunders is going to try and clean up. Dispossessed. Umpire had the whistle in the mouth, and he goes again. Great bit of work there from Josh Saunders. Herman tries again to get it out. Harrington's in there. Here's Neve. He may have been taken maybe a fraction bit high, but they've playing on. I tell you what, it's a hot footy. Look at him go. O'Sullivan out of the pack, kicks, and Dobson's going to take a nice strong mark right on the forward of centre wing.
2 marks for Dobson too. He's got his hands on the ball early. Goes inboard to Paddy O'Sullivan. He's got his hands on the agate early as well. He squares it up once again, so the true half-forward position. And that over there is Jackie Block. He's a beautiful left foot kick, his block. He's got Pulling short if he wants to use him. Pulls the trigger, goes to Koroit. Big Jezza Hoyser over the back. Here's Dobson again. He's dispossessed. McCutcheon goes in at the football. It's a slippery little agate, even though the conditions are absolutely perfect. Koroit comes through. He handballs forward, looking for Neve. The defence has been pretty resolute, even though they're under pressure at the moment. Harry Lee now, he steadies the ship. Is he going to keep it in? Yes, he does. But it goes out of bounds, and we're going to have a ball up about 5 metres around from the point post. The Koroit Saints, they are one behind 1 point on the Shojin Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. The Roosters yet to score. We've played 5:11 on the Battery World time clock, where you will never run out of battery.
Boundary throw in, and Horsler front position. Stevens at the bottom of the footy, and he looks to get it moving forward. Good kick, finds Jet Herman back at the Roosters after spending some time in the GFL with St Mary's. Herman goes short, finds Williamson, the new recruit from up the Murray. So the Roosters, they love that possession game. He's going to go short again as well. Kick's got to be good to Hussey. Hussey will look to play on. Under pressure with the kick. Peterson backing himself. Mooney's there. Flipped through his fingers. Good enough to recover. Good tackle, Shannon Becks. May have been holding the ball. Here comes a youngster in Ma. McPherson experienced. Here comes Shannon Kelly. Sam Kelly, I should say. Now it's Tommy Bolsh works it back out. Pulling all by himself to O'Sullivan. They'll go through in the middle, and they'll get the all running through through Will Peterson.
Yeah, I tell you what, geez, the back line of Koroit's been rock
half
solid.
back line, mate. It's just impenetrable, aren't they?
They are at the moment. I'll tell you what, here's the Roosters on a little bit of switch football through Bex. Bex gets up to the big man in DK Weir, and Weir is going to go back and have a shot. Easy. First look at Weir too. He's a big boy and been in good nick in the first couple of weeks for the South Warrnambool Roosters. And he's going to have a shot from just on the 50-metre arc on a pretty tight angle here at the Friendly Societies Park. So he comes in, kicks on its way. I tell you what, he's a big kicker of football too.
Roosted.
He's done that pretty comfortably. Did Dylan Weir, and it goes through from honour score. It's the Roosters first of the afternoon, so it's 1 point apiece on the Shojin Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard.
Blackie, let's go down to you on the boundary, all thanks to Rent for Keeps.
Yeah, pretty good start. Koroit really work hard and get back and get that extra man in their back line, and makes it hard for South to get a one-on-one contest there. So they work really hard, Dallas, Mooney and all these boys.
And there's a bit of breeze down there too, Blackie. I noticed when I was out. It's where would that be favouring, do you think?
Yeah, down the town end, mate.
Yep.
Probably coming from
just lost
Greyhound track across. So.
Yeah. So probably disrupted that kick a little bit, but if anything, he might have had that wind behind him. Weir.
Free kick to the Koroit. Was dumped after the footballs, Jack Block, and I love how the youngsters had the responsibility of the kick-ins. Not his best effort that time, and Kelly takes a nice mark right in the middle of the centre of the Friendly Societies Park. Told to play on. He'll come to the broadcast side. Herman's the man he wants. Flying high there was Hoy, looking to paddle it forward and keep it in and keep it alive for the Saints. Nice bit of work there by Herman, but dispossessed and running away with it was Alex Pulling. He was about 6 touches, but not his best kick on that occasion. Just has so much space, Carlson, Alex Pulling.
Yeah, it's amazing that they are finding the space they are, because it's a pretty, the ground's confined, isn't it? But they're finding space, Koroit.
Oh, he's fit Pulling. Don't worry about that. He's an absolute machine. Here's Archie Stevens, our cross half-back. Kicks, long, strong, good mark too. Taken by Bex. Put that one down as a Matco Hire highlight of the day. Contender plays on quickly. Looking. Oh, Jack O'Sullivan! You little beauty! There is the Matco Hire highlight of the day.
And the kick just sat up beautifully for him, didn't it, there?
That's as good as you'll see here at Hampden League level. He is an absolute animal. Is O'Sullivan. That was magnificent, but the ball's turned over now, and Nick Thompson, he's at half forward for the Roosters. They are kicking with a slight breeze in this first term. There's not a great deal in it. He's about 70 metres out. He's told to play on. He can't get around Peterson. Goes inboard. Nice kick at the end. And it spots up a teammate there, and that is Jetty Henderson, the youngster, son of Hooter, of course, who's going to go and have a shot just inside 50. But the wind is favouring here at the Friendly Societies Park. So we've ticked over 9 minutes. No goals yet in this contest. Played in beautiful conditions. It's been a nice physical contest thus far. So Jetty Henderson had a big off-season. Kick comes on its way. Umpire doesn't move too much. He likes it. And it is the first of the afternoon for the South Warrnambool Roosters. They go to 1-1-7. Koroit Saints 1 behind 1 point. That's on the Shojin Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. Nice, Kelson. Good finish by Jed Henderson.
Yeah, nice finish. They've just got their hands on it a little bit more in the last 5 minutes or so, South, haven't they? A couple of entries inside forward 50, one just missing, and then Henderson kicking truly. So it's a great contest at this early stage.
Interesting too, boys. So Will Couch has got to front the tribunal. So the case obviously hasn't gone up as yet. So he's obviously playing today from an incident out of last week. So
why hasn't it gone up, Matt?
I'm unsure, to be honest. I don't actually know. I haven't really been here this week. So
because you weren't here, then it's gone up.
Well, I just haven't been over.
I know, but it just seems extraordinary that it hasn't been dealt with.
Yeah, it does in this day and age. That is for sure. Got a blood rule here too. So young Neve comes off, and young McCosh, I think it is, goes on too. He was good last week too, McCosh. Kick around the body now, straight out of the middle. Coming out to meet it there was Dobson. There's Harry Lee. Quick kick out of the pack to the wing position. Here comes Dallas Mooney. Meeting the contest there was O'Sullivan. That was Paddy. Coming through there well was Bex. Good pick up. Goes in more to Thompson. Thompson's got Stevens over the top. He's out here too. Archie Stevens, if it bounces, he gathers. 45 metres out on the run. I'll tell you what, it's a great goal.
That's a terrific goal.
That is a Matco Hire highlight of the day contender for mine. Little Archie Stevens. He picked up, he gathered, it was kind of wobbling, but good enough to pick it up and slotted a goal. Not easy to do when you're running a at full tilt, and that is goal number 2 in the space of a minute. So 2-1-13 South Koroit, one behind 1 point. Shojan rock hard concrete.
And Nick Thompson's impact to get it into the clear for Stevens was enormous, wasn't it?
Even Shannon Beck's little toe poke as well. But they're a big possession team, aren't they? The Roosters. That short kick. You'll never see them really bomb it long.
No.
So Wally Bridgewater in the ruck. So they've kicked the last 2 and they're out by 12 points. The South Warrnambool Roosters. Horser in the ruck. Big jump from Bridgewater. Great leap. Socket forward. Coming through there is Thompson. Good handball there by the Saints. And that was Rob inside forward 50 will go. The Saints pulling. The target's going to McCosh. Fist on it there. And Dobson reading it beautifully. Evades on the boundary. Straightens up the kick. The target's going to be Koroit. Flies. Oh, at the back of the pack, there was a Saints player ready to go, and here comes Stevens after kicking that beautiful goal. Hot football, loose football, McPherson up forward. Unfamiliar territory for the 22. Jumping on it there is the Saints. Scooping it up there, might have been nearly a throw. Mooney inside forward 50. Dobson on the lead. Well read by Couch. The reply from Will Couch, yes!
He's a good finisher, Couch.
Yeah, and just... His reading of the play then, he just got to the fore of the ball, didn't he? One touch, bang, onto his boot.
So the Saints get their first of the afternoon. 1-1-7 on the Shojan concrete scoreboard. South Warrnambool 2-1-13. 12.5 minutes gone on the Battery World time clock.
I love what Will Couch does. Look, he might only have 10 touches a game, Blackie and Eyes and Hilly, but he finishes so well, doesn't he? You know
who reminds me of, and it's certainly a different player, but Darren Jarman. Jarman was like that, at Hawthorn Adelaide. He'd only need 6 touches, but he'd kick you 3 or 4 goals.
And you know what, too? Over time, Will Couch has been tried all over the place. That's his spot because, like you said, if you're going to get your 10 touches, you might as well get them where you're dangerous around goal. And that's exactly what he gets.
He reminds me of Stringer, to be honest, the package. Yeah. He just finishes. He doesn't get a lot of touches, but when he does, free kick result and free kick's gone to little Fraser Rob here for the Koroit Saints. Good kick too to Paddy O'Sullivan. Geez, he's been busy early. He's got his brother Jack on if he wants, who's pushed down from back. He's got Couch in a pocket, chooses to ignore that. Now he's going to go across to his brother. You won't stop the big man jumping at the football. And Jack is going to go back and have a shot from about 40 metres out, directly in front. It's going to take a nice little kick, though, because the breeze probably not favouring O'Sullivan here.
Aren't they going to be a staple for Koroit over the next few years, these O'Sullivan boys? Mate. Should they maintain them all there or retain them all there, because they're enormous players.
Here he comes, kicks on its way, spewed to the right, and it's gone through for a minor score. So that is one behind. So 1-2-8, the Koroit Saints. They trail the Roosters 2-1-13. Shojan Rockhard concrete scoreboard. 14 minutes gone in the first term, all thanks to Battery World time clock. And we won't run out of battery.
50 metres there, and probably a little bit unfortunate. Just coming in a little bit late there, Liam Hoy on Archie Stevens, but the umpire's called it, and Stevens in the centre of the ground now. He's going to kick the centre half forward. The target, nice bit of body work there by Dye. Well read there by Will Peterson. Gathered block under pressure. And the Roosters have done well there because the Saints, if they got that handball out, Blackie, they were out and running.
Yeah, I tell you who's been good, Hilly, Paddy O'Sullivan. He's been excellent. Hard running, gets on his own and finishes well.
He certainly does. So in there is Fraser Rob, tackle to the ground, and we'll have another stoppage just inside the centre square. 14 minutes gone on the Battery World time clock here in Good Friday football. South Warrnambool 2-1-13, leading the Saints 1-2-8. Good contest. No one got the clear tap down. Becks, quick toe poke forward. Trying to read it best there was the youngster at Irving. Coming through was Hussey. Ripped off the football. Umpire said too high. And James Hussey will have a shot at goal 30 metres out, almost directly in front for the South Warrnambool Roosters.
He won't be missing this either, Trent. I don't think would have had a million shots for goal from that, going right back to his junior days from this particular position. So without trying to put the moz on him, it's going straight through the middle.
James Hussey for his first of the afternoon comes in, working it around, but not enough.
Doesn't work every time.
And it does. The eyes moz goes bang 2-2-14. The Roosters.
No tip in the boat.
That's right.
Off his boat, off his boot, it was always going to be a point, wasn't it?
6 points the margin. The Roosters leading. 15 minutes gone on the Shojan concrete scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been a really good contest, to be honest, so far. Good crowd here too. Nice little kick there from Mac Peterson over the top to Liam Hoy. Hoy now across half back. Sensational last week. Oh, look at the mitts on Big Jack O'Sullivan. And yeah, just be careful, Harry. He's
like playing on Grumpy Smith.
He's like the old man, though, isn't he, in build?
Oh, I reckon he's got Nick covered, mate, to be honest. He's a mere mountain. He is an absolute Conan, the barbarian for mine. He tried to clean me up when I went out there and had a train one night. And, yeah, he's a big beast of a man, that is for sure. He goes down to Dobson. Ball goes out of bounds. We're going to have a ball up. About 70 metres out from the Koroit Saints. 16 and a half minutes gone first term. Roosters lead by 6 points. This first quarter, all thanks to Harvey Norman Computers. Isn't it great to have them back on board for all your computer needs, boys?
Absolutely, and mobile phones and everything out there at Harvey Norman. Steve Walker, umpire, he's out there as well. Go and see Steve. He'll certainly look after you. So we're about 60 metres out from the Saints' goal.
Harrington saw there too, boys. Just keep an eye on that Blackie, thanks to Arts and K.
So Beck's in the ruck this time up against Horsler. Free kick over the shoulder, and it's advantage to the Roosters through Saunders. He's had a bit of the football. Stevens.
He's coming off, boys. Harrington limping a bit.
Handballs. They get it moving to centre half forward. We got the one hand out, paddle it down, but numbers favouring the Saints, and Bolsh cleans up beautifully.
He's been good, Bolsh.
Yeah,
good
very
player.
good.
Versatile too, like obviously a wing last week, down back this week.
You've lost him still. He kicked it out in the full.
I think that was Mooney.
Yeah,
no, was it?
That's right.
Sorry.
So Henderson with the result free kick, true centre wing out of side, 6 points to the margin. Henderson going to be playing as a forward in 2022. Long high kick to centre half forward. Numbers favouring the punch coming in from Koroit. Loose ground football. Kelly tries to work it forward for the Roosters. Numbers jump on, and I reckon we're going to have a stoppage. They're unable to get it out of that scrum, and we'll have a stoppage about 30 metres out.
I tell you what, I reckon the South forward line definitely looking a lot more potent than last year, Ice.
Yeah, I agree. And even Weir, although he hasn't had a lot of the footy, but he's presenting all the time right up at the forward 50, I like the look of him much better.
Yeah, absolutely. He goes Saunders. He's had it on a string in this first term. Oh, he comes out. That was a big hit, fair bump. The Roosters through Marr. Get it to Hussey. Hussey's got a player in the pocket. Oh, goes through the hands. It goes out of bounds. A little bit stiff there, to be honest. I reckon that might have been Dye, the new recruit as well.
Kick 7 in the first 2 weeks, Dye, along with Weir as well.
Been dangerous. Will White's the one that's obviously playing Greater Western Victoria Rebels. That small forward. So Dye obviously filling that void here. So the ball up. Koroit. Kick off the ground. Jonah Marr on top of the football. Hoy had his head ripped off. Umpire's letting it go, which I don't mind, to be honest. In this first term, all thanks to Harvey Norman Computers. And the nude nut of Jamie Lake sends it into the air once again. Oh, it wasn't the best one. He's going to reboard. It's a free kick's been plucked out. It's going to go to the big man. Is it Liam Hoy off the football? No, Koroit. The praying mantis. He's got the new haircut too. Looking sensational. Remember when he had the mullet, when mullets weren't cool? He brought the mullet back for mine. Oh, big fly over the top by Heusler. There's Chumpy pulling. Look at Neve. Isn't he just creative? McCutcheon loves it hard and strong. And I tell you what, this first quarter, it has been on like Donkey Kong, Alan Blackburn.
Good game of footy.
Yeah, good game of footy. It is really good. Fun and hard running, good tackles, and pretty hard to score goals, though, with that bit of a bruise, mate.
Good tight defensive work there from both sides as well. So ball thrown in. No one can get the clear takeaway. There's Saunders is clever. Got the handball out to Herman. And he's over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. Like, we speak about how Pulling and Hoy have started the game strongly. Blackie, I've been really impressed with Herman and also Joshy Saunders for the Roosters.
Yeah, Saunders been in everything. He just keeps hard runner, isn't he?
Oh, he's an unbelievable runner, unbelievable athlete. Herman in there once again. Marr tried to jump in, jumping down there, and Saunders looks sore, all thanks to Arts and K, Blackie.
Well, that's shoulder, is it? That's shoulder.
Might be
oh, no, that's not good.
Might be elbow.
Oh, he's tough. Jeez, he's been good in this first quarter too.
Grimacing as well.
Don't look too bad.
Might be too bad.
Might be just that stinger, hopefully. Best case. Inside, Henderson flies. Mooney keeps his ground and handballs out. Oh, in the hands now of Dye. Kicks towards goal. It's a helicopter. It's fighting through for their third of the day, the Roosters.
Jeez, that's a good goal.
And that's a snag of the day contender thanks to Lucas Brothers Butchers. He's 8th of the season, Jack Dye. And the Roosters, they extend their lead by 12 points, 3-2-20 to the Koroit Saints, 1-2-8. That's on the Shojin concrete scoreboard. A nice house and nice finish.
Nice finish. We're going to get the impact of that breeze too, I reckon, once we played some footy in the second quarter, because South seemed to be able to deliver pretty well from as much as 50 out. That was a beautiful goal, but as I said, I think the breeze behind them is certainly playing its part as well.
So we have played 21 minutes in this first turn. The Roosters lead by 12 points. Archie Stevens again out of the middle. Been very, very good. Bouncing football. There's Willie Peterson. He can't quite gather. Little Jonah Marr comes through. Peterson back in there again. Gets the handball to Jack O'Sullivan. He's just a pro. Jeez, I love watching him. Here's Jonah Marr. He's got a bit of talent too. He gets the handball out there to its teammate, spots up the kick. The Roosters got some numbers here. Henderson at the back of the pack. It's a quick kick out of the pack by Weir, I reckon it was. And the big fella's opportunistic goal. There's another quick one by the Roosters. So they go to 4-2-26. They lead the Saints 1-8. Shojin rock hard concrete scoreboard.
Yeah, an interesting South coach, Battistello, said they wanted to play the footy in their half of the ground, and they're certainly doing that in the last 15 minutes or so. They've been in control here, Trenty, just in the second part of this quarter.
Absolutely. Blackies, we might go down here for some Syndicate accountant stats.
Yeah, mate, 4-2 they've kicked the Roosters. 2 centre clearances, 11 inside 50s, 2 marks inside 50s, and the Saints have kicked 1-2, 3 centre clearances, 6 inside 50s and 2 marks inside 50s. All single goal kickers, the Roosters, boys.
Hey, Blackie, just down to you all again, thanks to Arts and K. Joshy Saunders, what can you see? Any of the action there? Is he okay? Or
he's still in the bunker, mate, so without going and sticking my head in there, I can't see what's going on, mate.
Clearance from the Roosters again.
Would they love go away? Go away, in other words. I reckon he'd come out of the bunker if you stuck it in.
Freddie Kruger sticks his
I
head
picked
around
him to win the Maskell. I picked him to win the Maskell.
You've stopped him.
And I'll tell you what, the Roosters got a nice clearance here through Stevens. He's just lifted a cog from 2021, and they're right on the half-forward flank here. So they've kicked the last couple, the South Warrnambool Roosters, through Weir and also Jack Dye. They're 2 new recruits, 4-2-26 to 1-2-8, and trying to sock it off the ground there, and he did it well, was Koroit. Pulling, trying to grab it. Stevens in the action once again. Gathered by Galashan. Got it a nice little handball there to Stevens. Works it back to Thompson. He just centres the football into the face of Kelly. And Kelly takes a nice mark on the lead. And Kelly will shoot from about 35, 40 metres out, eyes.
Looking dangerous,
and
boys.
As good as Saunders was, gee, I reckon the best little man on the ground, Stevens, he's having an impact, isn't he?
Well, if you did Matthews Petroleum in the first quarter, he'd nearly be leading the charge.
Yeah, no, he's going super.
So this forward line that's got a bit of height and a bit of mobility from the Roosters are looking dangerous here in this first term. So Sam Kelly, 35 metres out. He's going to be on the right side for a left footer. Comes in, gives it all his might, sprays it to the left and badly, and out of bounds on the full. Free kick to the Koroit Saints. And probably not his best efforts that time around for Sam Kelly.
I'll tell you what, they're looking very good, though. They're looking dangerous when they go forward, the Roosters. Here's Mooney, wants to play in quickly. Kick's got to be good. And finds Tommy Bolsh. He gives it back to Mooney now. A little bit of 1-2 action. Or kick smothered. Now they're under pressure. Thompson, that was a good smother. Well done that time by Pulling. Gets it back to Bolsh. Just mucking around a little bit with it across half-back. There's little Neve over the top to Pulling to Peterson. That's Mack. The Mack Pro goes down the line, but it's been cut off that time and intercepted by Harry Lee. So Lee smack bang on centre wing for the Roosters. The Roosters veteran now. He kicks to the hot spot. Bex is going to fly. Goes through the hands that time of McPherson. O'Sullivan's there. That's Paddy wrapped up in a tackle. And look at Paddy O'Sullivan just spinning out of the pack there. That was beautiful football. Good body work that time by Hoysler. Here's McCutcheon. He's dispossessed. Great tackle by Thompson. O'Sullivan, Paddy out to Whitehead. Whitehead now to Neve. He's got Sammy Dobson on if he can get it over the top to him. Well done that time. Neve went and butted up again. Stacks on the mill. Whitehead. Ball just flowing around underneath their legs at the moment. And umpire Gavin Sell says, we'll ball it up, boys. We'll try and get things going. So 4-2-26, the Roosters. 1-2-8, Koroit. Shojin rock hard concrete scoreboard. Alan Blackburn.
They're having a crack down here, Stewie. It's a really good, hard, tough game.
So a throw up right on centre wing in front of Blackers, gathered out of the pack there by Thompson, over the head of Peterson. Bolsh looking to back himself with his speed, got the handball out. May have been ripped off the footy too for the Saints. Here comes McPherson, well read there by Peterson. That was Will. Not a great handball. Herman gets it moving forward, snap out of the pack, and he'll kick it towards the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in 5 metres around from the South Warrnambool's goal. 4:2:26 the Roosters, 1:28 Koroit, 25 minutes gone on the Battery World time clock. Blackie, for Senate account stats quickly, inside 50s for the Roosters this quarter.
15, mate. 15 inside 50s, and they've kicked 4-2, so not too bad.
So boundary throw in nice and high, probably a little bit shallow in the end. Weird, trying to work it forward. Here comes pulling, and just sees it over the boundary line for another boundary throw in. But you can their entries, they feel in comparison to last year.
Yeah, some targets up there, Hilly, and still know they're working on Joshy Saunders in here, but I can't see what's going on, boys.
So Hawes got the tap down, McCutcheon at the fall of football, got it moving forward and holding the ball. Geez, maybe a little bit hot on that one, umpire Lake, but he said he had enough time to get it out and maybe got rid of it incorrectly. Henderson will get the handball from 50. Henderson, yes! That's a Matco Hire highlight of the day contender.
That's a good goal.
That's a really good goal from Ricky Henderson, and that's what he's there for, Eyes Kelson, for those big long goals, that big long kick. And the Roosters, they've kicked the last 3 in a row to extend that lead. 5-2, 32, leading the Saints 1-2-8.
What they have done too, South Warrnambool, was they've certainly matched Koroit around the ball, like physically. Their tackling, their pressure's been really good. And, of course, Nick Thompson, who you always see do that, he was the man who set that one up with a beautiful tackle.
Good Friday contest, Harrington back on the field. I'll tell you what, the Roosters, they have set this game alive in this first term. They need a goal late in this first term. The Saints just 24 points wrapped up in a tackle there. League Live Good Friday contest, Harrington back on the field. Kick comes in, Couch. How can they respond here? They need a 50-metre arc at the Friendly Societies Park.
Just been watching Trent Williamson on Dobson. Now, obviously, there hasn't been a lot of footy forward of the 50 for the Saints, but I'll tell you what, he is not giving him any space. Trent Williamson on Sam Dobson.
And Liam Mullen playing on Will Couch. Interesting match-up as well. Pulling back Peterson, I should say, just overruns the football. Quick kick out. Here's Dye. Dispossessed without the football. Looking for the free kick and gets it. No, it's going to go to Koroit. What's happened? He's reversed it, I reckon.
Yep.
I reckon the free kick originally went to Dyche. So Jack Block plays on quick at a little Neve. Neve wanted to play on. Umpire says no. He's going to go back. Might test the little fella.
Gee, I like him as a player. He's
hit everything.
Gets across the ground, doesn't he?
Kicked 14 goals in 8 games for Merivale last year. He can kick a goal.
He's a player of the future.
This might test him distance range here. So little Jira Neve. They need this too. The Saints comes in. Kicks on its way. Has it got the leg? I think it's just gone to the right. Goes through for a minor score. So 1-3-9 the Saints. Roosters 5-2-32. We have ticked over 28 and a half minutes on the Battery World time clock at the Friendly Societies Park. So here go the Roosters. Trenny Williamson. Another new recruit over the top. Nice kick there to Bridgewater. They just start telling them just to calm it down here. There's not long to go, obviously, in this first term. You can hear the Harleys just rolling in here at the Friendlies.
The bikies are here.
The bikies are here. Batten down the hatches, Rooster boys. Have a listen to it. Just humming as it pulls in out the back here.
Easy rider.
Isn't it just a sound?
You got the crowd mic, Stewie?
That's the crowd mic. That's the crowd mic. Right on quarter time siren on cue. And at quarter time here, it's the Roosters 5-2-32. They lead the Koroit Saints 1-3-9. They did kick with a couple of goal breeze in this first term. But Treddy Hill, Ace Kelson and Alan Blackburn, it was a pretty impressive first quarter by the South Warrnambool Roosters.
Yeah, it was. I reckon Koroit had maybe a little bit of control for the first 10 minutes or so, but I reckon after that, South exerted their authority and finished off well too. There was probably a couple more they could have kicked, but their finishing overall was really good. And as I said, they were kicking goals from 50, which was, as I said, will be just interesting to see what sort of breeze that really is out there, Trent, because they finished so well, South.
They did, and as you said, a couple of really big goals as well. I might just go through the goal kickers to a quarter time. So the Roosters 5-2-32, all single goal kickers. Ricky Henderson with that 50-metre bomb. Jed Henderson, a beautiful goal. Archie Stevens, Jack Dye, Dylan Weir. While for the Saints, a beautiful read off the pack from young Will Couch, to give the Saints their first goal of the afternoon. So 139, 5-2-32, big second term coming up for the Koroit Saints.
Let's take a break on Hampden League Live. I tell you what, it's great to see footy back on Good Friday and netball as well. And I tell you, there's a massive crowd here at the Friendly Societies Park too, which is really great to see footy fans out in earnest and supporting their local teams. We're going to take a break, plenty more to come, including second quarter action and Blackie's Bake at the break, all thanks to Kerman's Hamburgers, coming up.
Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsch Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, Harvey Norman Computers, SunGold Milk and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central, 3YBFM.
Did you know that Badeness Rural have 3 agronomists and an experienced in-store team to help service the needs of their clients? With the right advice and the latest in agriculture technology, they provide a tailored service specific to your farm needs. Helping you boost production and keeping costs in check is what they do best. From on-farm agronomy to decades of expertise in-store to help you get the best results. Call in and see them today. Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Southwest Local News is fast becoming known for its free, trusted, reliable and compassionate local news service. Southwest Local News. Local, free, always will be. 3 nights a week on Fitz Media's Facebook page.
Need insurance? See MGA Insurance Group. Great service, expert advice and competitive premiums for farmers, business owners and transport operators. Call Dennis and Gareth Morgan and Glenn Skilbeck, 55596 200.
Harvey Norman, your premium Optus dealer. Receive a $400 Harvey Norman gift card when you connect to a new $69 a month, 24-month SIM-only plan with 80 gigabytes of data for use in Oz. Available now at Harvey Norman. Offer available until withdrawn. Not available with any other offers. Minimum plan cost $1,656.
Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Carter Group, encompassing Carter's Tree Services and 2 Traffic, are leaders in arboriculture and traffic control, proudly supporting Indigenous pathways along with community groups. Carter Group now. Visit Carter.
Mouth guard and holds your jaw in place while you sleep. Find out more at countrycaredental.com.au.
Game's almost over. What should I do for tea tonight? Oh, good idea. Town and country. Glad I thought of it. Wonder what's on the menu. .com.au. There they are. Pizza would be good. Traditional or gourmet? Hawaiian or Aussie? Town special or country special? Or maybe pasta would hit the spot. Marinara.
Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsch Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, Harvey Norman Computers, SunGold Milk and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central, 3YBFM.
If there's one thing us Aussies know, it's great coffee. Like the best ever McCafe blend. Expertly made by baristas for a smooth, rich taste that hits the spot every time. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
Woohoo! The footy's back, bigger and better than ever. Just like the boys at Peter Bosch Bridgestone, now offering full logbook servicing and mechanical. With tyres starting from $60 and zip pay available. Why go anywhere else? Peter Bosch Bridgestone, Ferry Street.
Need something welded or fabricated? See Warrnambool Sheet Metal. Commercial kitchens, benches, exhaust and new canopies, handrails, gates, mailboxes and toolboxes. There's not much Warrnambool Sheet Metal can't do. Braithwaite Street.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, loving everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun gold.
From trees to traffic, Carter Group is the home of fully trained arborists, offering tree removal, trimming and lopping of trees, along with on-site traffic management planners and high-quality traffic management. Visit cartergroup.com.au.
The Country Care Dental team listen, care and explain so you know you're in good hands. From no-gap cleaning to advanced procedures, they'll look after you. Open 8 to 7 weekdays in Hamilton and Camperdown. countrycaredental.com.
Roosters look pretty good there. They look solid and they look dangerous going forward, Greg.
He's got an enormous leap. He's got a huge job against Horsler today, but you get the feeling he's going to go all day too.
Yeah, some nice types there, and I like the ferociousness of both youngsters. You look at Paddy O'Sullivan from the Saints, young Jack Block, and then on the Roosters side of things, young Jonah Marr, Max Irving have done some nice things. You all, thanks to Arts and K. Josh Saunders update.
Yeah, mate, he's starting on the ground, talking to Horse Pritchard. He thinks it's ligaments, hyperextension, and he's taped it up, so hopefully he's right to go. He's starting in the middle of the ground.
You'd be sore still though, wouldn't you, Blackie?
Yeah, yep.
All right, let's get second term action. Good Friday football. Horsler up against Bridgewater, and Horsler a commanding tap there. Going on the ground there was pulling. Horsler gets it moving forward. Dobson, good punch away there by Williamson. McCutcheon reads it best. Inside forward, 50. Couch to the back. Couch runs into the open square, and he'll kick his second goal. And what a 15 seconds that was for the Koroit Saints. And a goal they much needed. This, I guess, this first 5-10 minutes was pretty important.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I was saying. I just reckon if you can get the ball out of the middle, you seem to be within goal-kicking range straight away. And Koroit have just sort of shown us that instantly, haven't they? I just reckon it's dangerous territory. It's one hit and you're within your forward 50 and it can result in goals very quickly. So it won't surprise me to see Koroit hit back pretty strongly in this quarter.
I agree. And I'll tell you what, Horsler enormous there. A big tap, good kick. McCutcheon read it beautifully. And a beautiful spearing pass. Well way to kick to Will Couch. So hard match-up Will Couch to anyone, any team he plays. He's just mobile, ground or that sort of high ball.
And he's just opportunistic, I reckon. There's Bridgewater, big leap that time. Here comes Hoy, the engine room. Oh, little left foot kick, high up and under. Paddy O'Sullivan flies, big fist away there too from Corey Gallatin. Here they go again, though. The Roosters coming through is pulling. Hussey runs on an open football, kicks it off the ground. The big man, where can he gather? Wrapped up by Bolsh. Could have been holding the football. Umpire said, you're spot on, big boy. Advantage played, and it's Hoy who spots up Paddy O'Sullivan. Geez, he's been good in this first half as well. It's a game of youngsters. Kicks long, strong. There's Koroit. Handball out the back to Neve. This should be a certain goal. He's gone the little Jason Dunstall worm burner. And I love Neve. He is an absolute ripper. There's not much of him, but he's an absolute brilliant little footballer. He's one touch and he gets into the right spots. And there is two quick goals in the space of 2 minutes, Hilly. And it is game on. 5-2-32 the Roosters. Saints 3-3-21.
Yeah, you're spot on about Neve. He runs to dangerous areas, doesn't he? He's the man that's there every time the ball seems to flick out.
Oh, I love him. Hey, Blackie, just out of you all thanks to Renford Keeves. Did you go to the South Huddle or the Koroit Huddle at quarter time?
Yeah. He was very, very happy, and contested ball was good. Give Archie Stevens a big rap, and just wants the back line to keep running and kick it into your forward line, give the forwards a one-on-one chance.
Jeez, I would have loved to have heard what Koroit was saying. And pulling will go inside forward 50. Koroit Couch. Koroit, nice mark over the back of Thompson, and the Saints here could kick 3 goals in the matter of 3 minutes to cut the margin back to 5 points, Carlson. Unbelievable stuff
At
here.
this rate, they're going to be 10 goals up at half-time, but as I said, they've hit back really quickly. This one's kickable too. We're at the town end in that forward pocket. If anything, the breeze is right behind him coming across from the dog track. And he's lining up from about 35.
The big Texan, Koroit, for 3 in 3 minutes for the Saints. The umpire did not move, and the Saints are on fire here at the Friendly Societies Park.
Jeez, this has been an unbelievable start of this term.
4-3-27 Koroit, 5-2-32 the South Warrnambool Roosters. That's on the Shojin Concrete scoreboard. And we've played 3 minutes and 18 seconds on the Battery World time clock. What a start. I guess it started from the engine room eyes. I reckon the Roosters have been on top in that first quarter. And now the Saints are jumping on top now.
And Blackie was saying about Archie Stevens on the footy again because Koroit have taken the last 3 out of the middle, so they need to hit back and get their hands on the ball in the centre here, Matty.
Yeah, absolutely. What an amazing start. We've only ticked over 3.5 minutes in this second term, and the Saints have gone bang, bang, bang. So here's Hoy again. Gets to the big man Hoys that goes through his hands. They're out then to the Saints. Just overrunning the football that time. Free kick's been plucked out. It's going to go to Hoy. He stepped it up last week in the second order. He's done the same again here today for the Koroit Saints. So Hoy kicks the hot spot, not his best kick that time. And the mark's been taken there by Henderson. Spots up a teammate in Gallatin, the ex-Kermon's employee. Now he's at Merri River School. Does a good job too, does Corey. Kicks down long and strong. Big pack flies. Big fist away over the top by Tommy Bolsch. Good in the first term, Bolsch for mine.
Yeah, been terrific. He's a good size though, isn't he? Like just a running, mobile, tall player. Unbelievable.
And runs hard too. And I always get a bit nervous when I see our little technician Johnny Welsh just sniffing around the area, so something must be going down if we've got the gun up here, then that is the great Johnny Welsh. So Liam Hoy going to get another possession here. I'd love to know the Synod accountant Liam Hoy's second quarter stats, because he's had about 5 or 6 in his second term. He's a second quarter specialist. Just shanking a kick again though, Hoy.
He's kicked a couple of horrible ones, hasn't he?
He
today?
has normally a big beautiful kick of the football, so I just wonder whether he's got a little bit of fatigue in those thighs of his. So Henderson took an uncontested mark
Too
over
much
the top.
heavy sand this week, Linz.
Harry Lee, not his best kick. He's Peterson. It's the Mac from the boundary. Oh, I tell you what, what's he done? No, he hasn't. He kind of just poked at it in the end.
He sort of was unsure about what to do with it, wasn't he? And that brought him unstuck.
You got to go hard. I just see and I sense that the Saints have picked up a bit of intensity around the contest here, boys. They're throwing a few little bumps out. They're dishing a little bit out, a little bit of heat.
No question. I reckon if you'd have gone to the Koroit huddle, that's what would have been discussed more than anything else. Yep. Boys, we don't get beat physically around the ball.
Yep.
And I reckon they were in the first quarter.
Yep, absolutely agree. The physicality certainly lifted. Marlon with the ball in hand, still about 25 out from his defensive 50. Short kick finds Ma, so they're just trying to find that overlap.
He looks like Pappenhausen from the Melbourne Storm, doesn't he?
A little one.
Thompson, good kick, finds Rantel. He'll go along with the handball, and it's got to bounce favourably here. It does. They get it moving, but the Saints have got numbers back, and a nice mark taken in the end there by Peterson.
And what you're seeing South do too, that they weren't doing in the first quarter, but they're not controlling the footy at all. They're not holding on to it and giving it to a teammate. They're blazing away as such, aren't they?
Yeah, they've sort of gone the opposite way of what they were doing in the first quarter. Here they go, the Roosters. They've got numbers. Kelly, short kick. He's going to go out Henderson wide. O'Sullivan's going to be on his tail. Henderson, sidesteps. Good kick. Great kick. Spotting up kick finds Weir, and Weir takes a nice mark. Still 40 from home, and not an easy end to kick goals.
That's a Macco High highlight of the day contender. That was a good kick, Hilly.
And he opened his vision, didn't he, to find Weir. It was a beautiful kick.
So Weir's already kicked one this afternoon, and probably one the Roosters would like after the Saints have kicked 3 goals in 3 minutes in this second term. Weir comes in. It's a worm burner. It's going to drop short. It's going to just hit the line, and it's just touched over the line. It didn't like it was going to make it. And so a nice bit of work on the last line of defence there for the Saints. And O'Sullivan, he just gets things going pretty quickly. Looking for his brother Paddy. Here comes pulling. He runs it and reads it beautifully. Kicks it out wide to that other outside half-forward flank on the other side of the ground here at the Friendly Society's Park. And a boundary throw-in will occur. So it's a 5-point margin, 7 minutes gone on the Battery World time clock, and I've liked what I've seen from the Saints in this second term, Ice.
Pulling and Neve doing a heap of damage.
And Hoy.
Yeah, but across those wings in particular, Pulling and Neve, and like you said, Hoy in real close.
I've never seen Pulling run out of steam.
No.
He's just he just seems
and finds a heap of space too.
Yeah, because he just runs and works.
Yeah.
He's a freak. He's Jonah Marr, Pappenhausen. He kicks long and strong. Good mark, uncontested mark in the end by Heusler. Got O'Sullivan if he wants to join him. Just going to steady the ship a bit. He's going to go out wide to Peterson. That's the Mac truck. Good kid, Mac. He can switch back to Big Jack. Jack's got some space in front of him. He'll run. He'll take him on. He'll step around the big man Weir. He'll step around another. Geez, he does it easy, doesn't he? Too far. Too far, the umpire said. And the resultant free kick, and the Roosters might have him here if they can get it back quickly to Henderson. So Ricky's got play streaming forward. On that far outer side, kick to Hussey. Hussey's marked right on the 50-metre arc, so the quick transition here from South. Hussey goes in, ball, beautiful kick to Kelly.
They need a goal desperately too.
And Sammy Kelly's going to go back and have a shot, 30 metres out directly in front.
Just steady the ship, Matty, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. They lead by 5 points. The Saints have kicked 3 goals to start this second term, and this second term all thanks to Badeness Rural for all your rural supplies. Roger Bay, Brad Ness and the boys do a magnificent job. So Kelly, in he comes, left foot on its way. It's a goal. Umpire doesn't move. And the Roosters, your right eyes, they needed that. They go to 6-3-39. They lead the Saints 4-4-28. Shojan. Rockhard Concrete scoreboard.
Yeah, terrific. And like I said, the goal they needed. Kelly, so reliable, really, when he gets it inside 50. But we've played less than 10 minutes, Matty, and there's been 5 goals kicked. So it's been a goal-scoring feast, hasn't it? It makes for good footy to watch, though, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The spectacles have been terrific, and the physicality around the contest eyes has been second none as well. So
and I reckon South will be just looking to lift again in that area, because Koroit lifted. Now South have got to hit back with it, I reckon.
Shout out to Darren Lynch as well, who's sitting back in COVID lockdown. Big Lynchy this afternoon. He's tuning in. Big Wizard Kemp.
What about big doggy Lynch? He was just front and square at the Formula 500 Formula 1, I should say, last Sunday at Albert Park. Oh, he was on.
Didn't imagine he'd be.
He was down at ground level, pits and all that sort of stuff. So loving it, big Darren Lynch. Great number 11 of the Roosters.
The best chef ever at Kermons. I know I'm going to disappoint a few with that, but he would cook it how you wanted it, Lynchy. Just
bird bacon.
Oh, mate,
eye for detail,
Darren. Have one tonight.
Eye for detail. They'll be close tonight, mate. Good Friday.
Oh, good call, yeah.
Here comes Dobson.
The old Catholics coming out of here.
Ziggy and zagging. Sam Dobson, handballs. Couch. This is his bread and butter. Will he make it? Oh! That's a minor score. It's a poster.
Did a good job to hit the post from there.
Oh, I'll tell you what, if anyone was going to kick it from that impossible angle, Will Couch was your man.
Yeah,
4-5-29, the Saints. South Warrnambool 6-3-39, 11 minutes gone on the Battery World time clock. And this second term brought to you by Badeness Rural. Blackie, let's go down to you, all thanks to Rent for Keeps, our boundary rider extraordinaire.
Yes, Trendy, thank you. Speaking of Kermons, we've got a half-time break at the break. Leo, left footer, Larry.
He's a good man too, left foot. Don't worry about that. He's one of the absolute superstars. That was Thompson. Spots up a teammate there in Bex, which is the great Ellen Blackburn's son-in-law. Oh, downstairs, and wouldn't you love having Blackie as the father-in-law?
How do you go drinking with the other bloke, the other elder Bex?
Terry?
Yes.
No, he thinks he's one of the sons. He
puts the odd one away too, Blackie.
Yeah, he does.
He gets it back again too, does Braden Bex. He's on centre wing now. He wants to get it moving quick. McPherson and Weir. Well done there once again. Pulling's had a great second term. Over the top too.
Where'd that
the
go?
Koroit Saints goes back inboard. I'll tell you what, they're in over the top here. Henderson was out the back. Well gathered that time by Bolsh. Good kick out too. Finds a little bit of space out there. Sitting underneath it is little Paddy Haberfield. He's got some space in front of him. Goes back inboard looking for the praying mantis. Wasn't the best kick, but look at Pulling. He was in the pocket. Now he's on the flank. He's a running machine. So is this bloke Dobson. And he takes a mark right in front of the Shojan Rockhard Concrete scoreboard. Distance won't be a concern. It's just going to be accuracy.
Yeah, I've loved what Bolsh has done down back too.
He's been great.
Well, he just hasn't made a mistake with the footy. He used it so well. And it's probably nearly 100% game from him. Whenever it's been in his area, he's got it. And then he's used it as well.
For such a young bloke, his composure is the thing that really impresses me. So Dobson, he's tied on the boundary, non-preferred side from a right footer. Comes in and just doesn't squeeze it enough in and a minor score. I'll tell you what, that would have been an almighty goal. So another minor score for the Saints. 4-6-30, 9 points to the margin. South Warrnambool 6-3-39. 13 minutes gone on the Shojan Concrete scoreboard and the Battery World time clock. And the Saints, they've started the quarter well. 3 goals in the first 3 minutes. The Roosters got their goal back at the 9-minute mark. So Thompson looking for options. He'll go to the outer side. The target's going to be his teammate in Lee, and stands strong and takes a nice mark. Now we'll look to run, carry and kick it long to the centre wing. Henderson flies. Front and square there was Thompson. Just slipped in the last moment, couldn't get the handball out. Hot contested ball right inside the centre square. True centre wing out of side. And we will have a throw up. Blackie, let's go down to you. All thanks to Senate Accountant Stats.
Yeah, for this quarter, the centre clearances for Koroit have been the one, haven't they? 4 centre clearances to 1 for the quarter, 9 inside 50s to 4. So the centre clearance very important.
Tell you what, Hoyes just wrapped him up in a pretty strong tackle. You're doing it all today, Blackie. Hoyes is doing the stats on the sale form guide. We've got the Mickey Burke's Koroit Hotel Quaddie coming up, Hoyes.
Yeah, we've taken a Quaddie thanks to Mickey Burke's Koroit Hotel, and Royal Children's Hospital can be the beneficiary today.
Absolutely, mate. So,
I am. That's where Kermons was sounding good. So you went Catholic, Matty.
Well, Lynchy just said he's loving the live streaming too. He's sitting back enjoying it in COVID lockdown, and he said, "I love cooking you the burnt bacon, big fella, and I loved you cooking it, Lynchy."
What's for tea tonight, I see you batch.
Potatoes, mate.
Except curried sausages, Blackie. They've staying away from them.
Here's Hoy again. Handball comes out, smothered. Well done there by Henderson. Over the top there to a teammate in Rantel. Rantel high up and under looking for Kelly. Kelly and Bolsh been a good duel. Oh, well done there by Thompson. Wrapped up, though, in a great tackle by Peterson. He's McPherson. Oh, he's just a dour defender. There's that man, Jackie O'Sullivan. Good kick over the top of Rob. Goes through his hands. Oh. Coming over the back, McCutcheon. He loves it. Give it to him hard and fast. He's an animal. He's a beast. That was a big hit. That was a Matco High hit for me. And a toot traffic. Don't come back, son.
Did you say give it to him hard and fast then?
He's watching the movie, mate.
I think I did a bit of Dirk Diggler.
Dirk Diggler.
Is Dirk still with us? Is he still going?
Oh, he's done a good job if he is.
Is he still? I don't know. We'll find out. Google that stuff.
Dirk Diggler.
So umpire Jamie Lake. He's got the ball up right in front of the commentary box here. It's Bridgewater up against Toys. They've done a good job, Bridgewater. Stevens at the bottom of the pack with young Fraser Rob pushing the back. Umpire Lake says the Macy's Bistro drive-through on most other nights. Kick goes down the line. Dobson, it could have been tunnelled for mine. Henderson in there as well. Stacks on the mill. Been good, the defence. They were under siege early in this term, but they've stood up. And a good fist away that time by Thompson, Nick. And the ball goes out of bounds. So 6-3-39 the Roosters. The Saints 4-6-30 shows at Rockhard Concrete scoreboard. Alan Blackburn, all thanks to Rent for Keeps.
The two boys who are really good for South, Archie Stevens and Joshy Saunders, really haven't touched it this quarter, have they?
No, probably been a little bit quieter, Blackie. Stevens on cue, just couldn't quite grasp it. Probably a little bit more attention around the contest as well. Not as free and getting that free ball, I guess, as much in this second term. Stoppage right on the centre square, centre wing. What a contest it's been. 16 minutes gone, second term action. Brought to you by Badeness Rural and Koroit trailing by 9 points, 4-6-30 to South Warrnambool 6-3-39. Harrington, a cheeky little kick inside, forward 50. Pulling there, reads it nicely. Handball out, looking for Dobson. Quick handball to McCutcheon. On his tail was Galashan. Working hard there was Haberfield, and we've got a player down there too, Blakey. I think it's McCutcheon.
Yeah.
So still a hot footy inside the Saints forward 50. Dobson just trying to manufacture something for the Saints, and the umpire will ball it up 25 metres out, Eyes Kelson.
Yeah, just having a look, Dirk Diggler, Matty. That story, of course, was a take on Johnny Holmes, the great 70s porn star. He left this world on March the 13th in 1988 after, if you could say, a fairly busy career, Holmesy.
He lived life to the fullest.
So if you like, Dirk Diggler will live on, but Johnny Holmes is no longer with us.
There you go. I love the history lesson here at the friendlies. So McCutcheon, the recipient of a free kick, he's on the boundary, 40 metres out.
He recovered to McCutcheon because it takes a bit to knock it
Well,
in.
and he had that big knock against Rantel as well, so he's had a couple of heavy knocks in the last 3 minutes.
God, he must wake up.
They warned him if he goes to the box, he can hear this coverage, so he said, I'm not going there.
So let's see what he can do. He's on the right side from a right footer. McCutcheon to cut the margin back to 3 points. Works it around, top of the square. Dobson flies, but just couldn't grasp it in the end. And a minor score. So 4-7-31. Trailing the Roosters 6-3-39. 18 and a half minutes gone in this second term. Brought you a Badeness Rural. And we've had some history lessons on here on Handball League Live as well.
Oh, he's a big boy. He takes a nice mark there. He posed himself on the contest. Kicks down looking for Kelly. Free kick's going to go. It's going to go to Kelly that time. Bolsh not happy with the decision. I reckon the old boy would be either, Tommy.
No, he'd be going crook.
Sammy Kelly kicks long and strong, looking for Bex. Look at that from Mark. Mark that one down as a Matco Hire highlight. Jeez, I love this kid, Jack O'Sullivan. He's a ripper. Switch to the play too. And guess what? It's the Cracker brother. He goes to Paddy over the top to Chumpy Pulling. And Pulling's on that far outer side. He's got Gyron Neave short if he wants to use him and does so. Oh, umpire blew the whistle too quick. Play on's the call. Harry leads 1v3. Oh, he's done well there, Harry Lee. And he gets the result and ball up. That was a good part and a good passage of football because they had
It's amazing, isn't it? We see Pulling to Neve on that wing. We should be at the Warrnambool district
MCG, the
game,
Mirabelle.
when you see those two boys, but they've been terrific for Koroit.
Absolutely. So the boundary throw him on half forward. It's going to be Bridgewater up against Big Jezza Heusler. Heusler wins that one down. McCutcheon comes through. Kick off the ground that time. Stacks on the mill once again. Saunders is in there. Good to see him back out there with that dislocation of the elbow. Pulling's been in everything in this contest. And what a game it has been. 8-point lead here to the Roosters. 19 or 20 minutes gone, I should say, on the Battery World time clock. Well, your batteries never run out. And they won't on the time clock up here at Roosterland.
Roosterville.
There to those batteries on the siren at the Reed a couple of years ago.
The great Wally's here. He's never lived it down. Oh, good play there by McCutcheon. Comes through.
That bump's really got McCutcheon fired up, hasn't it?
It has. And look at Dobson. Oh, free kick's been paid, though. I thought he had him there. Had him spent for mine, Williamson. But the free kick goes. Oh, it's a little worm burner, that one. Harry Lee makes it look better than it probably was. Good play, Harry Lee.
Yeah, he's been reasonably quiet today, hasn't he? But he's had an impact the last couple of times Koroit have gone forward. He's been on the end of a couple.
He's told to play on. There comes Hussey holding the man, and the free kick will go. Now, it might be Rantel, I think, on that far outer side. So Benny Rantel. Long kick. Looks for Becks. Haven't seen a lot of Shannon Becks today, to be honest, which is worrying signs. Good handball, good pick up there to Stevens. Stevens goes looking for Weir. Could have been holding on to the jumper. Umpire said spot on.
He certainly was. We could see that from here, Matty, couldn't you? He had a big handful of jumper and Weir, who did some damage.
He just commands. He commands attention, doesn't he? He's such a big boy.
He just keeps presenting, doesn't he? And this one's a little bit closer than his last shot, so certainly kickable. And again, would be another important goal for South Warrnambool.
It was a good kick, boys. Put it to his favour, didn't it?
Perfectly kicked.
Geez, they're conceding some height, though, the Saints, aren't they, in defence? Like, there's some big boys for the Roosters.
Absolutely, there is. And I'll tell you what, Weir goes back and kicks it.
He's going to be valuable to the Roosters because those big men are hard to find, aren't they?
He is a big boy. So 7-3-45. That is the South Warrnambool Roosters. They lead the Koroit Saints 31, 4-7-31. Shojan Rockhard Concrete scoreboard. 22 minutes gone. Second term, all thanks to Badeness Rural. And that was a Lucas Brothers snag of the day. What a magnificent goal it was. And they've just steadied the ship here ever so slightly in the back half of this second term. There's some quality Alan Blackburn, all thanks to Renfrew Keeps in the running stakes. We've got Joey Wootton and Travie Thornton at opposite sides of the table.
And Doggy Madden, too, to come through.
Might have been the one that played at Port Fairy back in your day, Blackie. Big Doggy.
Yeah.
So here goes Saunders. He's a little bit sore.
No. He was going to pay it, and I thought, no, don't pay it, please.
So we're on, I guess, on the attacking side of centre wing for the South Warrnambool Roosters. They've kicked the last 2 goals. There's been 5 goals this quarter. The Saints kicked the first 3 in 3 minutes. The Roosters kicked the last 2. Herman's been pretty good for the Roosters. Handball out there by Rob, dancing around his back, so it kicks on the 45 and finds a good target in Ricky Henderson. So Henderson, being good up forward, goes long. The target's going to be Becks. On his tail there is McPherson. Ball hits the deck, and nearly a dangerous kick there from the Saints. Weir gathers, handball's out. Numbers favouring the Saints. Good tackle there. Pulling. Nearly intercepted there by Stevens. Met heavily by the bump. And the Saints have done pretty well here. And Pulling will run and clear. He's tackled, holding the ball. Took the bounce. Thought he was clear.
Could see one player, but couldn't see the other behind him Pulling, so he just couldn't break through.
Braden Becks, the pharmacist, kicks to the top
top of the square. Bex, one out. Couldn't quite grasp the mark. Got the handball out. Thompson, left foot snap. What a goal by Nick Thompson.
Oh, that's a good goal.
That's a Lucas Brothers snag of the day contender. Left foot snap, top of the square, and they've kicked 3 in a row. The Roosters.
Hats off to South Warrnambool because they were soundly beaten for the first 15 minutes or so, and I love how they've got back together and come again. They've been terrific in the second part of this quarter.
They've just they've had to kind of grind away at it, and they've got themselves back into this contest.
And Nick Thompson, as always, just giving his all, wasn't he? And
he's a ripper, mate. Been a great player for a long time. He just comes off for a spell now.
He's not an accumulator like he was. Obviously getting a little bit older, but tell you what,
impact player.
Does those little 1%ers, like been a couple of punches and so forth that he's done today. Just been.
He reminds me a little bit of Selwood. His impact's not the same on games of footy, but he can still just get himself into a dangerous position, and his part is still important.
Yep. Here you go, the Saints now. Can they respond? Here's Mac Peterson from 50. Kicks on its way, tries to spot up Dobbs in the pocket. Does. I said this in the pre-game. He gets a lot of his play out wide, Dobson. He's having a lot of his shots at goal on really tight angles.
He runs to there all the time, doesn't he?
Yeah. Is that something that the Saints would want to try and adjust, just to square him up a little bit more?
No doubt, 100%. Blackie, we spotted this last week, didn't we? He was having a lot of shots in the pockets and that all last week. He's going to go back and kick the banana, Dobson. If anyone's good enough to kick it, it's him, but not this time. And a nice mark's been taken by Bridgewater.
Matty, he could have led up the middle then too if he wanted to.
Yeah.
It's habit, I think, Blackie.
It's running patterns, Blackie. It's running forward patterns.
You'll have to get out there, Stewie, and tell him how to run out of the 10-yard square.
Goal kicking at the Roosters one night, leading patterns at the Saints the next night for the big Stewie.
I must admit, I thought he was only joking when he asked me, so hence why I sent the smiling emojis with the crying eyes.
So you'll be there this week now.
Well, if they win, I will be.
Tuesday night first then.
Come on, boys. Here we go. So the ball up. Can't be long to play in this second term. All thanks to Badeness Rule for all your farming supplies. They do a magnificent job. Brad Ness and
Beatty,
Roger Bade. There's Jonah Marr, Pappenhausen. The Silver Fox can't gather. Dispossessed there was Peterson. Hoy. Been good in the second term. Stacks on the mill. Got to try and get rid of it. Umpire Hoy says, give it to me, Hoy.
They'd like a late one too, Koroit, wouldn't they?
They'd love a late one, I reckon, because they trail by 20 points. Good tap down that time. Goes through the hands of Rob. Here's Archie Stevens again. Kicks down looking for Bex. Good fist away that time by McPherson. You never get an easy kick on Tim McPherson. He is
unbelievable.
Bex is going to be important to him, though, I reckon, as the game goes on, because, like you said, Matt, he hasn't had a huge impact, but he's dangerous all the time.
What about McPherson, though? He always plays on blokes that are a hell of a lot. They're nearly a foot taller than him.
Yeah, good player.
He's just a good defender.
Well, he's won the last 6 fullbacks team of the year, I reckon, McPherson. He's been terrific. Here comes Thompson. He's been impactful. So is Mac Peterson. Stevens tries to gather. There's young Jonah Marr. Nearly had his head taken off. Got it out quickly to Jed Henderson. Now running hard to the ball is Dye. Probably been a little bit quieter. He kicked 7 in the first 2 weeks. Great pick up. Handball out. But running back towards the football there was Bolsh. Gathered. That was Rantel. The physicality and just the touch, Blackie, around the packs has been second to none today from both sides.
Yeah, been a really good game of footy. Hard and good running and some good goals being kicked too, boys. Tell you what, the crowd is huge here.
It's been a good crowd. Big on that in front of the social clubs here at the Friendly Society.
It's swelled, hasn't it? There was quite a number at the netball too, Blackie, and they've probably sort of gone back into the general population now, but certainly it seems to have picked up.
27 minutes gone. Second term action. The Roosters have kicked the last 3 to lead by 20 points as we are on the brink of half-time. Free kick, or might be a shallow throw-in. I reckon we're going to go for take 2. The young boundary umpire doing a super job out there. Just come in a couple of steps, youngster.
Come on, bring it in.
So here we go. Koroit up against Bex. 55 metres out. Nice tap work there from Bex. Kicks inside centre forward. Good contesting work there from Jack O'Sullivan. Numbers favouring the Roosters, and Pulling's not letting anyone go with a good strong tackle there. And for mine, one of the top 3 contenders for our Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day in this first half. He's been absolutely sensational. Bex, Koroit, they go again. Tap forward there by Thompson, and reading at best was Jack O'Sullivan. Cheeky little handball to draw the player. Here they come. Now they're out the Saints through Jira and Neve. Is he going to get the ball moving quickly, or will he just settle things down? He'll settle it down to the lead of Horsler. Didn't quite take it. Whitehead at the fall of ball. Handball's pulling. Dobson just over his head, and reading it best there is Bridgewater. High up and under kick and a little bit loose. And it goes out of bounds on the full, and Whitehead will get the resultant free kick.
Yeah, so there can't be long to play. We've just ticked over 29 minutes in this second quarter here. So the Roosters won't want the Saints to get one late, but the Saints are going to be desperate to get one. Got Hoy on short if he wants to use him, Whitehead. Choose against it. What's he going to do? He's going to kick to that hot spot. Going to be a big pack of players for him. Dobson's going to fly from the side. So's Heusler. Here's O'Sullivan. Gets it to Couch. Couch just can't quite gather. And Thompson, he spins out of trouble. Beautiful kick. And he spots up Jetty Henderson. So the defence has been magnificent. The South, they're under siege to start this second term. But they've really responded. So Jetty Henderson. A little bit of candy around Whitehead. Hooter would like that one. Looking for Henderson. Big fist away that time over the top by the praying mantis in Koroit. And the ball goes out of bounds, and we're going to have a ball up smack bang in front of our boundary rider in Alan Blacker's Blackburn. And coming up at half time, he's got left foot Leon Lowry. The Kerman's Hamburgers bake at the break in Ryrie Street, Terang.
Very funny, Matthew. Very funny.
I love it.
Lava Street Terang.
I love it, Blackie. Never a dull moment.
You wouldn't have lasted long in Grey Street in Terang, mate. We would have fixed it.
You and Radish would have had me sorted out real quick.
The Roosters boys would have got him.
Nub nuts. The list goes on, and there is the halftime siren here in our Hampden League Live match of the day. 8-3-51 South Warrnambool. Koroit 4-7-31. It's a 20-point lead to the Roosters. Good Friday football. And, of course, we're all donating money today for the Royal Children's Hospital, Greg Kelson, and the Mickey Burks Koroit Hotel Quaddy. We're playing for the Royal Children's Hospital appeal, mate.
Yes, and it's timely because we're very, very close to the first leg of the Quaddy at sale, only just over a minute away, and the numbers we need, one of these in the first leg, 3, 5, 7 or 10. Into the Country Discovery. We're in the boats running, of course. I've taken a few in this leg, Matty.
Yeah, I have too, mate. Don't worry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 and 14. Third leg of the Quaddy today, 4, 6, 13, 16, 18. And coming home one out in the last with number 6, So You See, for Jamie Mott. So 3, 5, 7 or 10 is where we're barracking the first leg of the Quaddy that's going to be on, thanks to Mickey Burke's Koroit Hotel, in under a minute's time.
Beautifully done, eyes, as always, mate. Magnificent gesture, too. You put that on yourself, which is just fantastic. And, 3:55, we have got in the boat going around the Country Discovery. We might even call the last 50 or 100 metres. Hopefully, Rooster is leading them up at that stage.
The race that stops the commentary box.
And incidentally, that little Quaddy today is 31, just over 31%, Matty, if we can boot it home.
Yeah, fantastic, mate. Absolutely love it. And Blackie, watch out behind you, mate, because the great Billy Couch is just about to give you a left-right combo.
Left-right, good night.
It'll be left-right, good night. He might even sink the slipper into you, too.
Don't worry, he knew he was there.
No, he looks after his ex-teammates, Billy.
Yeah, good man, too, Billy. Hey, listen, we're going to take a break. Blackie, you better get your butt up here and get left foot up here as well, mate, because the great man Leon Lowry's going to catch up the bake of the break, all thanks to Kerman's Hamburgers.
Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsh Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, Harvey Norman Computers, Sungold Milk and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central, 3YBFM.
If there's one thing us Aussies know, it's great coffee. Like the best ever McCafe blend. Expertly made by baristas for a smooth, rich taste that hits the spot every time. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
Woohoo! The footy's back, bigger and better than ever. Just like the boys at Peter Bosch Bridgestone, now offering full logbook servicing and mechanical. With tyres starting from $60 and zip pay available. Why go anywhere else? Peter Bosch Bridgestone, Ferry Street.
Need something welded or fabricated? See Warrnambool Sheet Metal. Commercial kitchens, benches, exhaust and new canopies, handrails, gates, mailboxes and toolboxes. There's not much Warrnambool Sheet Metal can't do. Braithwaite Street.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, loving everything you see, the sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun gold.
From trees to traffic, Carter Group is the home of fully trained arborists, offering tree removal, trimming and lopping of trees, along with on-site traffic management planners and high-quality traffic management. Visit cartergroup.com.au.
The Country Care Dental team listen, care and explain so you know you're in good hands. From no-gap cleaning to advanced procedures, they'll look after you. Open 8 to 7 weekdays in Hamilton and Camperdown. countrycaredental.com.au.
When building a new home, the first place to go is Greens Bricks and Windows. They stock PGH Bricks trend windows and doors with double glazing to all styles. Make the right choice. See Greens Bricks and Windows, 7 Robson Street, Warrnambool. Did you know that Badeness Rural have 3 agronomists and an experienced in-store team to help service the needs of their clients? With the right advice and the latest in agriculture technology, they provide a tailored service specific to your farm needs. Helping you boost production and keeping costs in check is what they do best. From on-farm agronomy to decades of expertise in-store to help you get the best results. Call in and see them today. Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater has all your fresh meats ready to go. And small goods handmade on the premises daily. Yeah! Find Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater at Lucas Brothers Butchers with easy, convenient drive-through. Corner of Banyan and Lava Streets, Warrnambool.
You gotta get down to Pontings. They're the expert crew who are always here for you. It's where the locals go, where the tradies know. You gotta get down to Pontings. We've got ya.
Harvey Norman, your premium Optus dealer. Receive a $400 Harvey Norman gift card when you connect to a new $69 a month, 24-month SIM-only plan with 80 gigabytes of data for use in Oz. Available now at Harvey Norman. Offer available until withdrawn. Not available with any other offers. Minimum plan cost $1,656 over 24 months. Visit hn.com.au/Optus-BYO for terms and conditions.
Go! Need insurance? See MGA Insurance Group. Great service, expert advice and competitive premiums for farmers, business owners and transport operators. Call Dennis and Gareth Morgan and Glenn Skilbeck, 55596 200.
On 3YBFM, this is Hampden League Live for McDonald's, Warrnambool East and Central, MGA Insurance and Pontings Mitre 10.
Hampden League Live. We're at the Friendly Societies Park. Roosters hold a 20-point lead at half-time against Koroit. Great game of footy, big crowd. Half-time bake at the break, thanks to Kerman's Hamburgers in Geelong and in Lava Street in Warrnambool. He's an ex-Terang, not Terang Mortlake, a Terang Premiership player. He had a stint at North Warrnambool and now he's involved at South Warrnambool. Is Leo Larry. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm well, Blakers. How are you, mate?
Good, buddy. We'll talk about your junior days, or actually growing up. I'm very interested. Growing up in Glen Ormiston, big family, and I knew your father very well, great man. Tell us about growing up in Glen Ormiston.
Yeah. So we grew up out in Glen Ormiston on a farm there, which is my grandparents' farm.
Yep.
I'm one of 6 kids, so the youngest of 6 kids. So I have a sister who is our eldest and 4 brothers. Get that right. And so we were out there, and as far as footy went, Dad worked at the college, so we all played footy at Glen Ormiston back in the old Mountain League days. And used to hop in the big Kingswood, and away we went. So it all started down at Glen Ormiston.
Yeah, and tell us about your junior days. Glen Ormiston under
18s.
Under 18s.
So it was only under 18s and seniors in the Mount Narrett League back then. But there was a pretty strong competition with Cora, Narrett, and College had a senior team. Eklund, Panmure, those sort of teams. So it was a pretty strong competition. So I started there as a junior. About 13, playing under 18s as you did back then.
Where was your ground, first of all?
I was at the college, Glen College. Originally, Glen Ormiston had a ground right out in Glen Ormiston North. And then they went in and shifted into the Glenormand College. It was just a really nice oval.
And opposite that ground was a Dan O'Keefe's paddock where they played cricket.
The original ground, exactly
yes,
right.
I played a game of cricket there.
Yeah, and actually our farm backed onto it.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, to Dan's and the football ground. So that's that's where we were. So. It was a really
Juniors.
strong comp.
Tell us about your coaches, and did you have any luck as a junior?
Yeah, actually, Peter Banks was my coach there for a few years, which was a terrific coach, Banksy. He went on to coach Hampden schoolboys for a long time, and then I think he went into a recruiting role for Richmond. So we were blessed with a coach like Banksy back then to teach you as a young fella.
Yeah,
very
passionate man. He was a great junior coach, wasn't he?
Yeah, passionate, liked to win, but
and he could have a joke.
Absolutely, and but he was very good at developing kids too. You know, I think they won lots and lots of premierships as juniors out there with Banksy.
So that's unreal, Glen Ormiston now. You look at Glen Ormiston now, and then you had an under-18, probably like Yambuk when I was there, they had an under-18 reserves and senior side.
Yeah.
But it's unreal that Glen Ormiston could have an under-18 side in the back.
Yeah. So there was just an under-18s and a senior team in right throughout the competition. So you either played there or nothing. There was no below that. So that's why you were a 13-year-old, 14-year-old playing at under-18 level, and it was quite common.
So the guys who were too old for under-18s and couldn't get a game in the seniors missed out.
Yep, went to the bar.
And tell us about after your under-18s, where'd you...
So eventually we moved off the farm at Glen Ormiston. Mum and Dad moved into a house in Terang.
Right.
But we still would go back to Glen Ormiston for a bit. But it obviously got difficult with both Mum and Dad working and getting back to Glen. So I moved into Terang then and played under 16s and started to progress through the ranks there to under 18s. And I think the year I got to under 18s, they didn't have an under 18s for a couple of years. I think we folded for a couple of years because it was a shortage.
I think
it was back in the late 80s.
Yeah.
So we actually did go and play reserve footy as 16, 17-year-olds again. You know, that's just what you did.
Which would have done you no harm, I suppose. But it was pretty tough back then, though.
It was. A lot of good big players, strong and tough comp.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to get a game that year at, just under, I think I was a month off my 17th birthday, so it was really good. And I do remember, it was quite funny, there was a guy playing for Mortlake and he came to congratulate me on my first senior game, and he was younger than me. I'm trying to think of who he was, playing on the other wing. Cheryl Warren was in there too, and we were all about the same age. So it was not unusual to get a game back then at such a young age.
So who was coaching Terang back then?
Stephen O'Keefe.
Yep,
Spider. So he coached till the end of 1990, and then Bernie Harris come along and coached for the next few years, to 93, which we played in a couple of grand finals but lost, unfortunately.
Who'd you lose them to?
91 was South, which they had that real strong, the Cole brothers, and they were powerful. I think we played 90 they won, and 91 we played them that real wet game up at Mortlake, which a lot of people like us would remember. And
2 goals to 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we were screaming out, "Oh God, I hope it's wet," because they were such a powerful side. If we can get them on the wet, we're half a chance, and we didn't realise it was going to be that bad. But
it was shocking that day, mate.
Yeah, so that was my first experience as a grand final, and
so what was it like to play in that game? It was so wet, 2 goals to 1.
It was horrendous.
Lyle Johnson kicked the 2 goals to South.
And I couldn't tell you who kicked the one for Terang, to be honest.
Wasn't Slaney, was it? No, I don't think it was.
I remember Wayne Rees might have had to go to hospital because he almost had hypothermia. It was that bad. And driving in, and like the ball didn't bounce, it hit the ground and stopped. It probably you wouldn't play it today. You just had to call it off and play it up. Or we'll find a ground. We've probably got better grounds.
I think the reserves played at Newark, didn't they?
I think that was a couple of years later.
Was it?
There was a final, and they probably learned from that experience. Except we're not going to play there when it's soft. But Mortlake's a great ground if you get on it and good.
So what about Bernie Harris as a coach?
Yeah, Bernie's a good coach.
Learned a few new words.
Yes, certainly did. But he was a good coach, Bernie.
Great man.
Real thinking coach, and he'd try and think outside the square to win a game. And probably something I remember about Bernie more when he was a player rather than a coach, but it's just his experience. I think we were playing Koroit in a final one day at Hampden, and it might have been a prelim to get in the 96 grand final.
Yeah.
And he instigated that we were down, and he instigated to sort of flood the forward line and hold the ball in. And we were we were a couple of points down, and the ball turned over, and he was bringing all the backs up, saying push up, and we'll score from this. And we got into the grand final.
Yeah.
So he's a real thinker, I reckon, Bernie. He could sort of just try and think, he'd really work over a game.
And then you had success, the ultimate success.
Yeah, it took a while coming. I kept thinking, this is never going to happen. 91, 93, I got hurt, and they made the grand final. We lost, and I didn't play in that one. And then 94, we got knocked out in the prelim, which South went on and won.
Yeah.
And then 95, I think we went back at the end of 94, and we just got together and said we're not going to let it happen again. So, and we went through and lost one game for the year.
You had Pud was coaching. No,
Mark O'Keefe.
Oh, Mark O'Keefe.
Yeah. So he came in 94, and we lost in 94, and then that was when he said, no, we've got to. When we had a great side. Some unbelievable players, and to get Chocker as a coach back then. It was.
So did you play with your brother in that side?
Frank, my brother, played in
Hollywood. Frank.
Yeah, he played in the game. We actually played alongside each other. So I was a halfback flank, and he was at centre half-back.
So who was some of the other players? Was that Frankie Matthews?
Yeah, Frankie Matthews, very young. I reckon Frankie was only about 19. Yeah. Murray Alden was another really young one I remember playing. And, Robbie Canellison, from memory. Good really good. Shane Quick, a legend. Davey Ryan, superstar.
Peter Fraser.
Peter Fraser played on a wing.
Wow.
So those are really strong side. Yeah.
And you played South.
Yeah.
How was the game? What did you end up winning?
Yeah, we won easy in the end. We sort of broke them about late in the second quarter, and then come out in the third quarter and really just took the game away. And we'd had a really strong year, Blackers.
Yeah.
As I said, we only lost one game, and that was to South at Terang.
Yeah.
And we got a real revving from Tocker for that. So we didn't want to lose another one. So we went through and won it by about 70 points in the end, and it was amazing.
That was unreal.
Great. So you remember the old Terang days when you go down the main street on the back of the truck, and
you get a thing put around your neck.
That's right. Yeah, like a lay if you went to Hawaii. Yeah,
that was unreal, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was just an incredible experience. You get halfway down the street, it was just jam packed with people, wasn't it? And you get to the big rotunda, and
unreal.
It was just incredible. So that was a terrific experience.
Yeah, it would have been, mate. And then moving on, North Warrnambool. What year did you go there?
Yeah, so it was 98. I think it was their second year in, and I was starting a young family, and and I just felt that travelling back and forward. I'd done it for quite a few years. And Michael Cole took over as coach, and he just sort of kept ringing me up. And Bobby Stewart, the great Bobby Stewart, he was always sort of encouraging you, come on, mate, come and play. And
good man, bro.
So it sort of made sense in the end. I sort of initially said I wouldn't play against them, but against Terang. But it was a new club in the comp. It wasn't like you were going to an existing club. So went there, met some great mates. Obviously your counterpart, Matty Stewart, is still a really good friend of mine, and Dean Smith, who now lives back in Geelong, and we still regularly catch up.
It's good, isn't it?
It was great, and that's the best thing about footy.
It is, mate.
You love the premierships and all that, but the thing about footy is to meeting all these people and having lifelong friendships.
Yeah, it is
what I got out of it.
No, definitely right. And now you're here at South, having a bit of a coach of the reserves, mate. Good on you for putting your hand up to do that.
So obviously it's been a tough couple of years with COVID. And, first year we didn't even get going, and last year we got 12 games in, and as you know, it was stop-start. But I've always had a little bit of a passion for coaching. I did. My son was here. I am, and my son was here playing junior footy, and they obviously used to get you to come up and coach, and as you did as a dad. And I got a real passion for it. Then I did the interleague under 16s for a little bit. Then had a couple of years off, and this job come up. Had a chat with batters, and he's terrific to work with.
It's good, and plus you're going to meet a lot of good mates here as well. So it's amazing what you can meet through football, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's terrific, and and that's the beauty of it. Even some of the guys you played against, as you know, and you can sit and have a beer with them at a game now and really have a. What are you up to? You see their kids running around. Nico Solomon is another great player, and he's got a couple of boys playing today.
Good players, aren't they?
You look at Jack and you go, God, he's just like Nick was. That's Nick running around. So,
all right, mate. I think we've gone over. We better wind her up. Thank you very much, Leon Lowry, Premiership player, 1995 at Terang, not Terang Mortlake, at Terang. That's been for Kerman's Hamburgers. Beautiful hamburgers in Geelong and in Warrnambool, mate. Thanks, Leon.
No worries, Blakers.
We'll be back straight after this.
Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsh Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, Harvey Norman Computers, Sungold Milk and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central, 3YBFM.
Harvey Norman, your premium Optus dealer. Receive a $400 Harvey Norman gift card when you connect to a new $69 a month, 24-month SIM-only plan with 80 gigabytes of data for use in Oz. Available now at Harvey Norman. Offer available until withdrawn. Not available with any other offers. Minimum plan cost $1,656 over 24 months. Visit hn.com.au/Optus-BYO for terms and conditions.
Fitz Media Productions is your online broadcast specialist. From meetings and special events to weddings, funerals and sport, Fitz Media's fully equipped mobile broadcast unit provides a professional, reliable live stream anywhere. Contact us today.
I'm Roma Britnell, your local Member of State Parliament. I'm working hard for you and for the South West Coast region to make sure we have a vibrant and prosperous place to live and work. I want to know what matters most to you, to hear your ideas on how to make South West Coast even better. You can email me, catch me on social media, or visit my office in Liebig Street. I'm here to work for you.
Authorised by Roma Britnell MP, 94 Liebig Street, Warrnambool, funded from parliamentary budget.
3 steps: design, plan and construct. Smith & Son Renovations and Extensions take care of all 3 steps to provide you with a smooth and cost-effective process. See Nathan and the team at Smith & Sons, Ferry Street, quality builders and reno specialists.
Have you been injured at work? In a factory, on a farm, in a retail store, in an office? Madden's Lawyers. Voted one of Victoria's leading work injury compensation firms. You deserve the best.
If there's one thing us Aussies know, it's great coffee. Like the best ever McCafe blend. Expertly made by baristas for a smooth, rich taste that hits the spot every time. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
From trees to traffic, Carter Group is the home of fully trained arborists, offering tree removal, trimming and lopping of trees, along with on-site traffic management planners and high-quality traffic management. Visit cartergroup.com.au.
You gotta get down to Pontings, they're the expert crew, who are always here for you. It's where the locals go, and the tradies know. You gotta get down to Pontings, we've got ya.
Right, thanks ladies and gentlemen, got some lovely Angus bullocks here. Right, I've bid 390. 80 got, thank you. 2, 4, 6, 386, 8, 90, 392, 392. Jack Kelly here from J&J Kelly Stock Agency. We've been in business 30 years this year. We've got a great selling team to help market your livestock. We sell every Wednesday and the last Friday of each month at the Warrnambool Livestock Centre. Contact J&J Kelly Stock Agency and staff for all your livestock needs.
Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater has all your fresh meats ready to go. And small goods handmade on the premises daily. Yeah! Find Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater at Lucas Brothers Butchers with easy, convenient drive-through. Corner of Banyan and Lava Streets, Warrnambool.
Stay warm in one of Narrawong Island Holiday Park's fully self-contained cabins where you can enjoy the sound and serenity of the ocean. Narrawong Island Holiday Park, your water escape on the mainland.
Southwest Local News is fast becoming known for its free, trusted, reliable and compassionate local news service. Southwest Local News. Local, free, always will be. 3 nights a week on Fitz Media's Facebook page.
On 3YBFM, this is Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsh Warrnambool Nissan, Roma Britnell and...
Welcome back to Hampden League Live. We've just started 20 seconds into the third term, all thanks to Clinton Bolsh Motor Group, of course, and that magnificent Nissan Navara that we drive in each and every week. We always remember the big fella, that is for sure. And free kick for down the ground's been paid, and Will Couch is going to take the resultant free kick deep in the forward pocket. This will be a big start for the Koroit Saints in this third term. I'll tell you what, what's he done? That is a point. He's hit the post twice today, Willie Couch. If anyone can kick goals like that from that pocket, and I just set off here, boys, the first goal of this third term, I think is going to be so important.
Yeah, I reckon, and I just got the feel wandering around out there at half-time, that wind's going to drop today, like your typical autumn day. We've had a bit of breeze, but I reckon it's going to drop away and maybe not play such a part as the game draws on.
I reckon you're right. I reckon you're spot on. Blackie, we might go downstairs to you, all thanks to Red for Keeps. Just on that breeze, it does look like it has dropped off a little bit.
Yeah, it has, mate. Still much the same as it was before, so I reckon a couple of goals going down to the can end, buddy.
Yeah, so, yes, it has dropped off, but it's still the same.
No.
Each way punter?
No. It's still feel the breeze down here, boys.
Fair enough.
2 goals.
Horsler reads it best and gets the handball out. O'Sullivan crashed the pack pretty hard, and guess who's at the bottom of the pack again is pulling, and we'll have a stoppage right on true centre wing. So it's a 19-point margin, 4-8-32 the Saints, South Warrnambool 8-3-51. 2 minutes gone in this third term. And a big high throw up, and Bridgewater, geez, he gets a nice big leap, and a free kick's going to go to O'Sullivan. That's Paddy. What an impressive youngster this fella is.
I like this kid.
I do too. I tell you what, could be a contender for our Rookie of the Year in the Hampden League this year. Kicks long, big fly, punched away by the General and Harry Lee. Saunders gathers, kicked out of the pack. And just seeing the boundary line, we'll have a boundary throw in. And Dye, we haven't seen a lot of Dye, but I'll tell you what, I've liked what I've seen with a few things that he's done. He just looks very creative around that forward 50. So we'll see Bridgewater and Horser go again. I'll tell you what a great chance for Bridgewater, really. I stamp his ground in the Hampden, so the South Warrnambool team. Nicely read there by Stevens, inside forward 50, loose football, diving there was McPherson, reading it best was Jack O'Sullivan, bombs it out, coming through with Sam Dobson. What a motor he's got, and he's going to clear for the Saints.
Yeah, and they're going to go into attack once again in this third term. Just kick wasn't that good that time to Whitehead. Numbers over the football. Thompson, he's dispossessed. Umpire says you're not going anywhere with that. We're going to have a ball up.
Lucky he wasn't holding the ball there. There wasn't a huge attempt to hit it out, was there?
No, they were outnumbered there too. They could have got out there, the Saints.
Yeah.
Going to be an entertaining final half of football here. You just sense if Koroit can get the first goal here, they'll get their tails up just a little bit. So Hoy's a big fist down. Goes through the hands that time of pulling. Coming through there was Hussey. Kicked down, beautiful mark that time by Shannon Becks.
Yeah, he'll be an important player in this second half, Matty.
He hasn't had an easy day playing on Timmy McPherson. Never get an easy kick on Tim. Told to play on now, high up and under. He's going to look for the big man Weir. Big fist away, pushed underneath the football that time was the big man, Nick Thompson. Quick kick out of the pack, goes through for a minor score. And that's the Roosters' first score of this third term. So 8-4-52. They lead the Saints 4-8-32. So back out to a 20-point lead. 4 minutes gone in this third term. All thanks to Clinton Walsh, Warrnambool Nissan.
Jeez, I love Nick Thompson's role. I just love his he's just
impact player now, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Yep.
So O'Sullivan, he'll look to kick it in for the Saints. Big fly, big mark there by Jeremy Horsler. A Matco Hire highlight of the day contender. Very hard to back. He'll go down the line. Pulling's at the back of the pack. Dobson flies. Nice defensive work there in the end by Liam Mullen. Concedes a little bit of height, but I'll tell you what, his endeavour is certainly high. And we've just got a blood rule here called by umpire Gavin Sell. Blackie, all thanks to Arts and K.
It's the enigmatic
I think
Couch.
it's Will Couch coming off, yeah.
So a little bit of blood on the leg, I think, there from Couchy, who's kicked 2 goals this afternoon, and don't we love him? He's just got such an X factor about him.
Not happy about getting sent off.
No. So Horser and Bridgewater. Front position, Horser. Nice tap down to Hoy. Gathered nicely by Jed Henderson. May have not had the footy in the end. Herman gets the quick kick forward, looking for Dye. Couldn't quite trap it. On his tail there is Peterson, and he's happy to block, I should say, and he's happy to see it over, and we'll have another boundary throw in. So 70 metres around from the Roosters' goal. They lead by 19 points. I guess a slow start to this third term. 5 minutes gone on the Battery World time clock.
Yeah, so we've got a boundary throw in now. It's going to be Hoyser up against Bridgewater, but Kutchin gathers at the bottom of the pack. It's good in the first half, but Kutchin, so was a little knee, just pushing the football forward there. Quick kick out of the pack by Will Peterson. Dobson's the target, goes through his hands. Getting back to help out there was Mullen. The free kick's going to go to Mullen. He squares it up. quickly. Gets it to Rantel. Rantel wants to run and play on quickly. Kicks out into space. Becks to the target. Doesn't quite hit him. McPherson on his tail, as he always is. Good enough to gather. Gets it back to Bolsh. Bolsh, quick kick, but McPherson kind of smothered it himself. The Peterson brothers just do a little bit of waxing. Inside out barrel there from Tommy Bolsh. Dobson's going to fly on that far outer side. Here they go. The Saints got numbers here and they're out if they can get the ball moving forward. Good play that time by Rob. Gets it to Mooney. Mooney forward. He gets a handball over the top to Whitehead. Whitehead goes back to Mooney. This will be one for the ages. The big moon dog. He goes bang! And Dallas Mooney, the backman. I'd love to know the Cylinder Accountant stats on how many goals the Moon Man has kicked in his career, but that is one. And what a magnificent goal and timing at its absolute best, because they needed that, Ice
Yeah,
Kelson.
absolutely, they needed it. But he just kept following up, didn't he? He just kept himself always within the area to get the ball back, and he did. He was on the end of it, and beautiful goal too. He steadied and kicked it truly, Trent.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, just love the work from Whitehead as well. He didn't blaze away. He just thought, where's the next best option?
And it was just push the ball forward at all costs from that wing, wasn't it? And that's what's ultimately set it up.
I reckon that scoreboard's wrong. I reckon it's 8-4-52, the Roosters. They lead Koroit 5-8-38, Shojan Rockhard concrete scoreboard. I might be wrong.
I reckon you're right, Matthew. I reckon you're right. 14 points.
Man.
Hopefully in the boat's going to be a good number for us a little bit later on this afternoon as
Coming
well.
up in about 8 minutes.
How's the nerves, mate?
I'm getting edgy.
Might be a trifecta race. I'll have a look now, boys.
Have a look, boys. We'll give you a little bit of time off now, Ice, to study that form.
Thank you.
So a kick towards...
Blakey, look at Blakey looking up here. He's about to say, what do you mean? You give him time off all the time.
Blackie, I can't do everything, old fella.
I'd say, what if you can deliver like you did the other week for us with that win in
Mr.
Sydney.
Brightside.
Mr. Brightside.
Yeah, that'll hold me up for a little bit.
Rightio, outer side, half forward flank for the Roosters. Bridgewater dancing around, trying to gather it. Good work in the end, and finding was Hussey. Paddy O'Sullivan at the bottom of the pack, but a free kick was given.
Hussey.
And Hussey will be the recipient. So they'd like one back here, the Roosters. 13 points the margin. We think it might be 14 points, 52-38. Hussey. Inside forward 50, straightens up the kick. Kelly flies, couldn't take the mark.
Really?
Nice bit of work there by Peterson, kicks it out. Couch sets himself, punched away there by Mullen. Thompson gathers at the fall of the football. Mullen kicks inside forward 50, but Hawes is going to chop it off. And I'll tell you what, he's played a nice game today, the big Horsler for the Koroit Saints. So 9 minutes gone in this third term, brought to you by Clinton Bolsh, Warrnambool, Nissan. And it is a 14-point game.
So the ball goes down that far outer side. Paddy O'Sullivan wraps up in the table. Good enough to get through there. Well played. Kick to the hot spot now. Roosters got numbers at the fall of the football. Kelly and Stevens. Handball comes up. Hussey's there. Stevens little inside out. Goes to the hot spot. McCutcheon now. He's got to go. Well done that time by the big man. Weir swings around the body. That's a goal from the big fella. What a goal it was too.
He's been good, Weir.
Been very, very good. Dylan Weir. And I tell you what, that takes the Roosters to 9 goals, 4-58. They lead the Saints 5 goals, 7-37. I think that's right. Or is it 5 goals, 8-38? There it is as it comes back on the screen there. That's on the Shojan Rockhard concrete scoreboard. And that was just, just opportunistic. He just grabbed and jumped onto the football. And for a big man to swing around like that and snap one from 30, that's pretty impressive, Hilly.
I've been impressed with just their mobility. Big Alan Blackburn, all thanks to Renfrew Keeps. They're just, even if it's a ground ball, they're confident to get that ground ball as well, the Roosters' big forwards.
Mate, got another centre break here now.
Here we go. So it's Matty Irving, short kick, smothered, gathers, inside 50. Not a great kick, but it finds Kelly. It wasn't a conventional drop punt, but Kelly out in front, put out the arms, and a nice mark taken. And Kelly looking for his second goal of the afternoon. And the Roosters looking for their second in a row in this third turn to extend the lead out to 25 points. So Kelly will kick from every bit of 40 metres out as the rotations are high at the Roosters. Left foot kick coming in, 40 metres out, good contact, low, and it hits the post or touched on the line.
Just on the line, I think.
By Jack O'Sullivan, and a minor score.
That would have been a big goal for the Roosters.
9-4-58, 20 points to the margin, 5-8-38 the Saints, 11 minutes gone on the battery wheel time clock. Third term action brought to you.
They're looking for Chumpy. I don't think it's touched anyone yet. No, Dobson's good enough to gather. Kicks down the line now to no one in particular. It's gone out of bounds on the full. And the resultant free kick will go to the Roosters. It'll be Harry Lee. So Lee wants to play on quickly. Good kick to Stevens. Stevens got players on at far out of side. Mullen's one of them. Goes back in, ball kick had to be good there. You can hear Blackie. Didn't know whether that was the right option. Coming through to meet the football there was Hussey on that far out of side. Stacks on the mill. And I think we're going to have a ball up. Mar was in there as well.
Matty, just on Sam Kelly's probably had 3 gettable shots and hasn't hit the ball well, has he, with his kicking?
No, he just he hasn't been far off Blackie. Just not probably confidently standing over the agate at the moment. But he's getting his hands on it. Here's Saunders, been great. With an elbow injury, plays on quickly, runs all day, does Joshy Saunders. High up and under, where's going to be the target? Big fist away, bottom of the pack, Kelly snaps this time, umpire doesn't move, it's a goal! Don't worry about the straight ones.
He brought him into the game, Al Blackie.
And Blackie, he just responded, and that might nearly be a Tool of the Week nomination, all thanks to Southwest Tools. Blackie, we might have to call you on that one, I think. But it was a goal and a very, very good snap around the body. 10-4-60 for the Roosters.
Getting into dangerous territory for the Saints, isn't it?
Oh, they need the next one. If they don't get the next one, she could be all she blows on Good Friday footy. We're 3 minutes away from the start to its sale.
You're
Country Discovery.
I love it. 26 points the margin. Hopefully we can get in the boat home as well. Beck's having a run in the ruck against McCosh. 10-4 to 5-8. McCosh, good chap down for the youngster. Gathered by Thompson. Left foot kick. High up and under. Mooney flies. Punching with Hussey. Harrington got a little toe poke. McCosh read it nicely, but just deflected the handball. And Marr gathers. I've been impressed. Hussey bombs it long. Going to be looking for a teammate and Weir. Just didn't quite get it. Henderson the chase. Almost got McPherson. There's plenty of South Warrnambool Roosters. Handball to Saunders. Now it's back to Herman. Inside forward 50. A chaotic ball. Over the back. Coming through his knee. Can he clean it up? He does, and he finds pulling. Running after him is Dye, but he's good enough for the kick and finds Peterson on that outer side wing. He's
got some toe, Dye, hasn't he?
Absolutely. They'll go laterally into Neve. Neve still on true centre wing out of side. He'll go into Bolsh, and the youngsters working cohesively together for the Saints. They bring it to the top side. Whitehead's the target. Good mark in the end. And they're still on centre wing, so O'Sullivan can provide an option over the top if he wants to go short. He'll go long instead. Big fly. Good mark. Maybe a free kick, and it's going to go in favour of the Roosters, and it's going to be Harry Lee. Just taken off the football marginally, and a free kick there to the big general, the number 1 for the Roosters in Harry Lee.
Yeah, he's been good again, Harry Lee, this afternoon. He's got a teammate he can just square it off there as Henderson. He's been good too. Oh, I thought, he's been told to play on now. A little bit of pressure over the top to Mullen. Mullen, the back six have been rock solid. Irving goes into Saunders. Saunders plays on quickly. Looking for Big Cal. Goes through his mitts that time. He's good enough to gather. Gets it back to Stevens. Stevens high up and under. Still in the field of play. Going back that. Oh, well done. Nice mark, but play on, not 15, says the umpire. I think it was Hussey. And we've got an Arts and K medical update. McPherson, slow Alan Blackburn to get up down there. They don't need him to go down right at this point in time.
Yes, mate, and Sammy Thompson's got the hamstring wrap, so we'll see how he goes when he comes back on.
Very flat Alan Blackburn down there. That's a little cross, to be honest. It's flattened him a little bit.
So they kick out of the defensive half back line, the Saints. Henderson, a little handball, and he gets it nicely into Henderson. That's Jed Henderson. Handballs over to Braden Becks, looking to go on the left foot. Dodges inside 50. Smart kick. Thompson's there. That's Nick. Marr reads it off the pack. 35 metres out directly in front, but just didn't work it around enough, and the youngster kicks a minor score. And the Roosters go to 10-5-65. Koroit 5-8-38. And that's on the Shojin Concrete scoreboard. Blackers, can I go down to you? All thanks to Synod Account Stats.
Yes, mate. I think it's 10-6 they are now. I reckon that's according to my score. Well, they're just getting on top here, aren't they, South? They're starting to play well, but
well and truly on top for mine, Blake.
Yeah, they're really putting them under pressure, aren't they?
One more, we could be in dangerous territory, eh?
Bolsh kicks, free kick, good mark in the end by Jed Henderson. Impressed me, Blackie. He's impressed me, Jed Henderson. You can see the bulk there and the real confidence going into the contest. Williamson comes up the ground, runs off his opponent who's been Dobson all day and takes the mark 70 from home. Still an open forward line. Bombs it long. Kelly's going to be the target. Good body work, but a push in the back. And a free kick's going to go to Dallas Mooney for the Saints. And his hands were in the back there. Young Neve. Still about 25 out from the defensive goals from the South Warrnambool Roosters.
So you're new here, Hilly, because we're up.
I know, that's what I thought. Big fly, nice mark there by Pulling. So Pulling on the half-back line, he'll go further down the ground. They need a goal here. Nice mark in the end there by Koroit. And Koroit just sizing up his options here. Will he go short? Will he go long? Numbers filtering down. O'Sullivan's going to go forward. Oh, smothered there by Marr. That was pretty clever. Ball in hot pursuit there by the Roosters. Gathered by Pulling. Handballs to Peterson. Now it's Hoy. Works it back. And they're trying just to create the space here, the Saints, Blackie. And they're just, they're plugging all the holes here, the Roosters.
Yeah, they are. They're running hard to get back and help. But the Koroit Saints need a major, mate, don't they?
They do. Neve bombs it inside forward 50. Dobson flies, and Dobson takes a beautifully contested mark. And one that they needed, 30 metres out, almost directly in front. And, well, the margin's 27 points. Hopefully Dobson can kick this to bring the Saints back into this contest. Alan Blackburn, you back him every time, don't you?
There's only been one mark for each side inside 50 this quarter, Hilly, so the ball's been on the ground a fair bit, so got the ball in the right man's hands, I reckon.
Absolutely. So Sam Dobson yet to have kicked a goal this afternoon, looking for his first.
I'll tell you what, boys, Roosters, he's just hit the front in the country, Discovery. So what's he got in the boat? I'll tell you what, he's kicked a little bit here, Aussie Kelson.
I think
come on, big fella! Home you go, Rooster! No, in the boat, you little beauty!
Brooklyn Hustle coming late.
Come on, son!
He's home, Matthew.
McDougall goes bang!
Hey, you know what? He's won easily.
And have a look at that one, big fella. We're going to horse.
Beat a Group 1 horse by about 4 lengths,
Oh,
Matt.
my God. Lindsay Smith, you absolute superstar. And the phone's just lit up and gone ballistic. And what's happening in the footy?
Dobbo's kicked the goal and we're back to 21 points.
What's happening? I can't believe it.
Fantastic, mate. Congratulations.
My God.
You have got a serious horse now.
That is unbelievable.
I'll tell you what, I would have loved that double for the Wangoom handicap as well, if that's where Lindsay's looking to take him in Warrnambool.
Oh, wowzers. That is unbelievable.
Well done, Matty. Fantastic, mate.
Good on you, Matt.
Absolutely fantastic stuff. 21 points of the margin back here. We've played 18 and a half minutes, and the Saints have kicked their last through Dobson. Now they're in a chance to run it forward again. Here's Mooney. Kicks to centre half forward. Koroit. Dobson! Nearly brought it down. Nice bit of work there by Gallishan. And they've been clean across half back, the Roosters. Mullen's been sensational. Irving, short kick, not his best. And here comes Archie Stevens, a Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day contender for mine. Here's Mooney cleaning up. He mops it up so well. Peterson to Harrington, over the top looking for Hoy. And again, through Rantel, the Roosters are going to go forward. Out in front of Kelly. Couldn't take the mark. Gathered by Bolsh, who's been sensational, to McCosh. McCosh gathers, tackle to the ground, but he was able to get the kick back to Bolsh. Dobson gathers, half-forward fake. May have been ripped off the footy and a free kick for mine, and they don't like it through Williamson, but Dobson's going to get the free kick.
I can't believe that. I'm shaking sitting in the commentary box. That is
congratulations. You're talking about not knowing where the ceiling is with that horse, Matthew. Just proved that today. High-pressure race, and he's absolutely run away from a 4-length winner.
That is
Group 1 horses behind you, incredible.
It's unbelievable.
Incredible.
What a training performance from
you could just sense I said to Hilly off air, I was going to double my bet after the conversation with Lindsay Smith, purely because you could ooze the confidence, and you don't often get that from Lindsay.
Well, you were saying that too.
I've seen him within the boat going there, and he's been pretty cautious at different times, hasn't he? But he would just ooze that confidence today.
He's 7 from 11.
Yep,
and
that trial on early in the week at Terang, he just knew he had him spot on, didn't he? So well done, mate.
I think he's still learning a little bit about the horse, isn't he?
I reckon the big number 16 from the Brisbane line might be just pumping a little bit the air as well.
I think we all are, mate.
he's just been so good to us all, really, this horse.
Oh, I can't believe it. I seriously cannot believe it. Unbelievable.
Well, the good thing about that contest today is you know, I've whacked him every time he's gone around, but you've got a prize today.
Yeah, exactly.
Congratulations to the team.
Absolutely. No, great win, and gee, bring on Warrnambool.
Might see him at Warrnambool if the track is dry, but I'd be thinking he jumps from 54 to about 57 or something now, Matty, and probably should, you know?
Yeah.
So, anyway, having said that, his styles, you still got to run him down, don't you?
That's right. Happy days.
Yeah.
Back here at the Friendlies, what a day it's up at Sale for the connections of In the Boat, and our astute leader here, the great Matty Stewart. Sensational news. 10-5-65.
Well, he couldn't have done any better. He got 2 guests on that were both home.
That's right.
So
the next one we'll get Benny Wooten for the post game.
Exactly.
6-8-44 the Roosters. So the Saints have been really pushing hard the last couple of minutes, Blackie. I guess the ball's been in their half, but just been haven't able to get that clean footy into their forwards.
Yeah, they have, mate. They're trying a bit of possession football, but they wouldn't want Koroit to hit the next one. And congratulations, Matthew. Great win, mate.
Oh, good on you, mate. I think you might be
I'm sorry, mate. I've got you. I've got you again. Oh, I love it. So, bound to throw in.
He's getting a cult following too. I was down there at the canteen half-time, just grabbing myself something, and there was a couple of young fellas, no idea who they were, but in the Koroit gear, talking about In the Boat. Don't forget In the Boat today. And I thought this horse is developing a bit of a cult status.
Well, I've seen the racing.com gifts with the great man from when it won at the Valley there on the...
But you know what I mean? He's
Friday
becoming
night,
that type of horse, isn't he? And of course you do when you win as often as he does, you know?
Yeah. I can't believe it. We're in a little group, you know, Daryl and Alistair Porter and the crew down there, Benny Wooten, Tuda Carter, Ronnie Weinzel, Chris O'Connor.
Yeah, well done to all of those boys, the Whalers boys. Like, it's just a terrific group you've got, Matty.
Good local people.
Joshy Guinea's another one too.
Yeah.
Shout out to little Joshy.
Oh, little Gin man.
Bloody unbelievable.
Yeah, good work.
So tell us about the race, Stewie. Did it straight to the front?
Straight to the front. And I tell you what, Burn out of the barriers, Blackie, and he just kept running. He's just an absolute machine.
He's won by panels, to be fair. Unbelievable.
2:14.
But as Lindsay said, it was just to work across from the wide gate and just kept running.
Yep.
Blake McDougall.
Wow.
Oh, he's a ripper.
Good for the youngster, though, too. Is he a young jockey?
Not that old.
Middle-aged, mate. Good fella, too, Blakey. Good fella, mate. And I don't know. I'm seriously dumbfounded here. It's knocked me, to be honest. I can't believe it.
I'd say the replay will be watched a few times tonight, big fella.
Don't watch it.
Tell you what, I'm going to get a bottle of Grey Goose, a couple of litres of Coke, and I'm going to smack as much as I can into the ice.
Yeah, I might as well come around. Your bathroom floor is probably as comfortable as mine.
Eyes, three's a crowd, you know.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to catch up with some of the other owners and, just
He's bumped me then, obviously, Blackie.
No, Eyes, you're coming, mate. You're in.
Here we go. Goal to the Roosters, and Jackie Dye off the work of some hard football up the ground. He kicks a nice little opportunistic goal there for the Roosters, and well, I guess the sting's gone out a little bit, Blackie. Just the Roosters are on top here. The Saints just haven't been able to...
There's not many games where you see Koroit under this sort of pressure. And
boys, that game last week, look, I'm not saying they're done and dusted, but would have took a lot out of hard ground.
I'm with you, Blackie. Yeah. I'm with you. And I was worried, and I did ask the question. I posed the question to Chris. I just reckon it's been a pretty emotional 2 or 3 weeks out at St. Land.
Don't write them off yet, though.
No, absolutely. They're going to come home with a win in this final term, but the Roosters doing everything right, and they are playing great football at the moment, so good on them. Battistello's got them firing, but he'll be head back in the contest here. The Saints need to respond. Here's Saunders, round the body. He's been magnificent, Joshy Saunders. Well done to Bex too. He's toiled hard all day over the top to Stevens. Nice little handball action. Looking for the big forward, and there's Dye over the back. Beautiful mark, diving chest mark, and Dye's going to go back. Jack Dye, chuck an R on the end, it's Jack Dyer. He's going to go back and have a shot. 25 metres out directly in front. And this will certainly make it very, very hard for the Saints to come back in this contest. Dye just bobs up a couple of times, and he's very, very good. He's a good finisher. Been impressed with the recruits at South. So in he comes. Nice run up. It's a walk up, to be honest. A little bit of a stutter now. Kicks on its way. Umpire does not move. That is a goal. And the Roosters go marching on. 12-5-77 to 6-8-44 on the Shojan Rockhart concrete scoreboard. And mark that one down as a Lucas Brothers snag of the day, Hilly.
Will do, Matthew. And tell you what, that's 10 goals, Blackie, for Jack Dye in his first 3 outings for the Roosters. And Weir's done exactly the same. They've kicked him out, same amount of goals each week in the first 3 rounds. So, what to like about the 2 new forwards for the Roosters?
Yeah, one big and one tall, Hilly. Very good. 5 centre clearances to 1 this quarter for the Roosters. So, that's probably add a bit to the scoreboard.
So 33 points the margin. We're on the cusp of 3-quarter time here in Good Friday football at the Friendly Societies Park, and the Roosters, well, they've had a great turn, that is for sure. Here comes Braden Becks kicking high towards centre forward. Big fly at the back. There was Shannon Becks. Reading it best was pulling. Handballs, draws to Bolt. Saunders to big DK Weir, kicks towards the top of the goal square. Dye again, keeps his feet, and just the ball slipped out for a boundary throw-in, and he could have been well and truly out for his 4th goal out the back, but not to be so. So 12-5-77 to 6-8-44, 33 points to the margin. And the Roosters are doing everything right here at the Friendly Societies Park this afternoon.
There's the messages.
We're not getting much out of you, Matthew.
Oh, it's amazing. It's just awesome. People just, you're right, they just love the horse. They love seeing people have a bit of fun with horses and stuff. And what a ride we have had. It's been quite phenomenal, to be honest. Oh, my God.
That's the goal today.
That is the Lucas Brothers snag. It's probably the snag of the year for mine. Saunders has just ran back. He's going to run to the bench. You don't run to the bench when you kick goals like that, Josh.
Yeah, you come over and get the pats over this side.
Oh, mate, that's as good a goal as you'll ever see. He was on the boundary, whacked it on the boot.
He's pretty
given
happy.
A little bit of a shuffle and a bit of a finger salute to the boys in the crowd.
Good footballer, isn't he?
Oh, mate, he's good football. He's got to be a Matthews Petroleum contender. Alan Blackburn, geez, that was a good goal.
Unbelievable. He's centred it, but the wind took it. No, it was a great goal, and probably what Koroit didn't want.
Yeah, they're in a world of hurt, Koroit, aren't they, Blackie?
Yep, they are, mate.
An absolute world of hurt. So umpire Jamie Lake back in the middle. They need to lift here, the Saints. I just sense so. They just haven't got much in the tank for mine today. Here's Paddy O'Sullivan, left foot out, trying to get him going. The big praying mantis, can he grab one? Good punch away, that time by Harry Lee. There's Gallacher. The back 6 are south. They have been resolute for mine. Couple of misses there from the boys off the ground. That was Hoy, as well as Gallacher. Hoy steps around one, goes back inboard, kick. Who's there? Here's Dobson. He's got a player out wide. Goes himself, left foot snap, goal, and there's a quick response. So 7-8-50. That is the Koroit Saints. 83, the Roosters. Shojan Rockhart concrete scoreboard. They're just not going away, Greg Kelson.
They are not going away. Well, you don't expect them to, do you? It is Koroit Football Netball Club, and they're going to fight it out. If they can just edge themselves a little bit closer, well, we're probably running out of time in this 3rd quarter, but you'd like them to be a goal or 2 closer, wouldn't you, when they turn for home?
Absolutely, but I guess, we saw what they did in that second term. 3 minutes, 3 goals. They're certainly capable. So I'll be interested to see what Blackie has to say at 3-quarter time when he goes over to the Koroit huddle and listens to Coach McLaren. But a nice goal there by Sam Dobson and Matt Cohire.
Is that where I'm going?
Sounds like it's where you're going.
Yeah, we'll direct you there that way, Blackie. Only fair that we cover both breaks for either side. So Horser, tirelessly worked all day. He's an absolute superstar, Horser. Gallishan on half-back. Kicked 3 goals in the first game of the year, and he's been playing off half-back this afternoon. Ball right on the paint of the 50-metre line for the Koroit Saints. So 30 minutes has gone by. The Roosters have kicked 5 goals to 3 this term to be leading by 33 points. Barging through there was the Saints. Horser got a little toe poke. Thompson, who's done some hard work, collected high, and a free kick will go to Nick Thompson, the co-captain of the South Warrnambool Football Netball Club. And a little bit tired getting up. He's just a workhorse, is Nick Thompson, that is for sure. 2006 Premiership player under Brian Benke. He's been at the Roosters for a number of years now. He'll go short by foot, finds Bridgewater, been impressive. Inboard to a running teammate. That's Williamson off half-back. Looks to draw the play, gets around pulling. And he's gone too far, umpire Hoy said. I reckon he might be a little bit stiff there. He did take the bounce, but might have been just a little bit too late for Trent Williamson. The endeavour was there, but the execution wasn't.
I know pulling their sides, well behind at the moment, but gee, I don't reckon he stopped trying either. He's
a ripper,
been
mate.
amongst the best players on the ground in a side that's 5 goals down. He's been terrific.
I'd love to see his GPS numbers. Unfortunately, we don't have the GPS numbers, but I'll tell you what.
Blackie'd have them.
What do you reckon he'd run a game, Blackie? As the three-quarter time siren's gone at the Friendly Society's
15
Park.
kilometres, Blackie.
Who's that,
15.
boys?
Alex Pulling. How many kilometres do you reckon he'd run a game? He doesn't stop.
15, I reckon.
Yeah, he doesn't stop.
Same as me, nearest the pin, mate.
He's doing a run for kids each and every
15.2,
Saturday.
So three-quarter time in our Hampden League Live match today. Good Friday football. It is South Warrnambool 13-5-83, leading Koroit 7-8-50. We'll take a break, all thanks to the Narrawong Island Holiday Park, and come back with the last quarter action here on Hampden League Live.
Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsh Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, Harvey Norman Computers, Sungold Milk, and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central. 3YBFM.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, loving everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun gold.
The Country Care Dental team listen, care and explain so you know you're in good hands. From no-gap cleaning to advanced procedures, they'll look after you. Open 8 to 7 weekdays in Hamilton and Camperdown. countrycaredental.com.au.
Did you know that Badeness Rural have 3 agronomists and an experienced in-store team to help service the needs of their clients? With the right advice and the latest in agriculture technology, they provide a tailored service specific to your farm needs. Helping you boost production and keeping costs in check is what they do best. From on-farm agronomy to decades of expertise in-store to help you get the best results. Call in and see them today. Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Need something welded or fabricated? See Warrnambool Sheet Metal. Commercial kitchens, benches, exhaust and new canopies, handrails, gates, mailboxes and toolboxes. There's not much Warrnambool Sheet Metal can't do. Braithwaite Street.
I'm Roma Britnell, your local Member of State Parliament. I'm working hard for you and for the South West Coast region to make sure we have a vibrant and prosperous place to live and work. I want to know what matters most to you, to hear your ideas on how to make South West Coast even better. You can email me, catch me on social media, or visit my office in Liebig Street. I'm here to work for you.
Authorised by Roma Britnell MP, 94 Liebig Street, Warrnambool, funded from parliamentary budget.
Harvey Norman, your premium Optus dealer. Receive a $400 Harvey Norman gift card when you connect to a new $69 a month, 24-month SIM-only plan with 80 gigabytes of data for use in Oz. Available now at Harvey Norman. Offer available until withdrawn. Not available with any other offers. Minimum plan cost $1,656 over 24 months. Visit hn.com.au/Optus-BYO for terms and conditions.
Woohoo! The footy's back, bigger and better than ever. Just like the boys at Peter Bolsh Bridgestone, now offering full logbook servicing and mechanical. With tyres starting from $60 and zip pay available. Why go anywhere else? Peter Bolsh Bridgestone, Ferry Street.
From trees to traffic, Carter Group is the home of fully trained arborists, offering tree removal, trimming and lopping of trees, along with on-site traffic management planners and high-quality traffic management. Visit cartergroup.com.au.
If there's one thing us Aussies know, it's great coffee. Like the best ever McCafe blend. Expertly made by baristas for a smooth, rich taste that hits the spot every time. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
Right, thanks ladies and gentlemen. Got some lovely Angus bullocks here. Right, I've bid $3.90. 80 got, thank you. 2, 4, 6, 386, 8, 90, 392, 392. Jack Kelly here from J&J Kelly Stock Agency. We've been in business 30 years this year. We've got a great selling team to help market your livestock. We sell every Wednesday and the last Friday of each month at the Warrnambool Livestock Centre. Contact J&J Kelly Stock Agency and staff for all your livestock needs.
On 3YB FM, this is Hampden League Live for Narrawong Island Holiday Park, Warrnambool Sheet Metal, Country Care Dental and Fitz Media Productions.
Back to Hampden League Live. It is three-quarter time in our Hampden League Live match of the day. Good Friday. And it's all the South Warrnambool Roosters, 13-6-84, leading Koroit 7-8-50. And the Roosters a 5-3 third term. Absolutely sensational. We've had some success in the commentary box as well. The great Matthew Stewart ownership of In the Boat taking out the $500,000 race in sale as well. So there's a lot of happy people in the 3YBFM Hampden League Live commentary box this afternoon. But Ice Kelson, it's been an impressive performance by the Roosters up to three-quarter time.
Yeah, absolutely it has. And they're going like winners. They're going like In the Boat at the moment, mate. They're as far in front, aren't they? Because, you've got to be impressed with them at different stages. Koroit have hit back, but they've answered the call, South Warrnambool. And I just reckon it's been such an even performance across the board. They've got their guns, but I reckon maybe a couple of their lesser lights have played a big part too today. It's not over yet. No. Koroit will come back, and knowing Koroit and knowing what the strengths of Koroit are, they're capable of still winning this game of footy. Don't worry about that. But having said that, they've got the job ahead of them because South are just... I've loved their approach to the footy. They've just been hard at it all day, and to match Koroit in that area, it says a lot for where you're at.
Yeah, I totally agree. If I was to ask you 2 or 3 better players for the Roosters and a couple of better players for the Saints, where would you be leaning to?
I'd be leaning to Archie Stevens, who's played a great role all day. Just continue to win the ball, and again, when you can do that against the on-ball quality of Koroit, you've done a great job. I give a big tick to Ollie Bridgewater.
Yep.
I spoke about the ruck contest early in the day. Now, it's not as if even breaking even in the ruck today, which he's at least done, has been a win for South Warrnambool because Horsler is such a dominant player. Saunders, of course, is quality. I've loved the game of Weir up forward, who's just continued to present. Look, they've been pretty good everywhere. And Koroit, I don't reckon you can go past Pulley and Neve. I reckon both those boys on wings have played very, very good roles.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Jack O'Sullivan, Paddy O'Sullivan been amongst some of their better players as well, and I've liked the work of Jack Block in patches as well. So final quarter action here in our Good Friday clash. It is the Roosters up by 34 points. Diane Weir, our leading goal kickers for the Roosters, with 3 apiece, while Will Couch has 2 for the Saints. And
you'd reckon you're talking racing when you talk Diane.
I know,
Weir,
it's absolutely.
But he and across.
Yeah, Shane Dye went via the Cape, didn't he?
And across. Here we go. So Harrington, it might have been pushed in the back there. Free kick against Nick Thompson, and Harrington probably hasn't had the output he would have liked this afternoon, but still been
a heavy knock in the first quarter.
Yeah, it did, and it's probably been a little bit sore as well. So he'll kick to centre wing. Rantel's been good, punches away. Mac Peterson, I've liked his game. Handballs to that man pulling, evades, sidesteps, straightens up and finds Mooney. Just too much on him, and here's Saunders. Straight through the centre corridor, finds Kelly. One all by himself. Kelly will go short to Weir and finds him on the chest, and their entries have been pretty good, Bale Blackburn.
It's not what Koroit would have wanted if really they get the first one.
Turnover at half-back, and then Saunders, that was a great clearance, and Weir's been good. Another post takes the pressure off Shannon Beck's, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely it does. It was Shannon Beck, and going same with Bridgewater in the ruck. Shannon Beck's was needed in both departments last year, and just the foot comes off a bit, doesn't it?
Weir, not his best kick.
That's a helicopter.
And that's a floater helicopter all in one.
Sidewinder.
That's a sidewinder.
Where is the sidewinder?
Love it. And out of bounds on the full. I'll tell you what, Weir, been a great recruit in this early part of the season. He's kicked 10 goals in his first 3 games. And I know Shannon Beck's has been a big influence of getting him to the club. So, Block, he's got a bit of James North about him. Block with that left foot kick and running capabilities. Gets it to a teammate and Bolsh, who's been impressive for mine. Kicks it long out of defence. At the back is pulling. You just don't give him space. He'll hit you and hit you hard. O'Sullivan's going to have a run up forward just to generate something for the Saints. He'll go laterally. Short kick has to be good. Finds Haberfield. And what can the Saints do?
He's going to go lateral again too, looking for the big man in Big Jez or Hoisler. It's 2-on-1 out here. Jez is good enough to get it to Whitehead. Whitehead on the left foot. Oh, not his best kick, but it goes out of bounds on the full, and we're going to have a ball up. So it look like Saints have thrown a few things around here, Royce, to try a few things in this final term.
Yeah, and some things that you're not accustomed to seeing Koroit do. You know, a couple of messy kicks, a couple of turnovers. You know what I mean? Like, I think they're feeling a bit of pressure from South as well.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been great today, the Roosters. Says this bloke, Sammy Kelly. He's been in everything, presented well. I think just takes a bit of heat off him having big Weir down there.
Yeah, Weir, Bridgewater. Yeah, it has. It's helped his role, I think.
The boys there. There's the big bike again. She's about to go. The big Harley.
He must be a Koroit supporter, I'd say.
He's taking the cash.
Some boys down here waving to you, Matt. In the boat fans, I'd say.
Good on them, boys. I hope they've had a bit on. I reckon there was a few in the crowd that had a bit on, and why wouldn't they?
He's been an ATM machine.
He has been. There's little Hoy around the body. Good mark too. Harry Lee been rock solid in defence for the Roosters. They lead by 34 points. Hampden League live match of the day this final term. All thanks to Sungold Fresh Local Milk. Big bad bustling Billy Slater. Beautiful kick that time to Hussey. Hussey now at the true centre half forward goes in. Oh, their foot skills have been sublime. And the big man Weir takes a diving mark. And he's going to go back. I reckon he's a beautiful kick of the ball. I'd like to see him have a crack at the 50. What's happened here? Been happening off the play.
Got 50.
And the free kick is going to go down to Dye, it looks like. Is it Dye or Hussey?
Yeah, no, it was Dye. I think it might have been a little... What I saw there was a bit of a head high or a push. Forceful push there from one of the Saints players.
Paddy O'Sullivan, I think it was against. So Dye's going to go back and have a shot directly in front. There's still a little bit going on too. So a little bit of feeling still in this contest. No love lost between these two teams. So the Roosters, if they win today, they'll be the only undefeated team in the competition. So in comes Dye. Just watch what happens after this kick, I reckon, boys. She's going to be on. They're going to get around him. Saunders goes to O'Sullivan.
Look out.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, Blackie. It's where you used to excel.
Hey, Matthew, is Portland undefeated or not?
Actually, sorry, Alan. Yes, they are. Yeah, good call, mate. Well done. That could be a Tool of the Week nomination.
Yeah, there would have been messages coming in from Portland.
No, they're not tuning in today. They love their Good Friday action.
They're just too far away to pick up the signal.
They're the Seafood Kings over there. 14,690 the Roosters. The Saints 7,850. Shojan rock hard concrete scoreboard.
Yeah, going like winners, South, aren't they?
Oh, they're going like winners, all right. Umpire's been good today, boys.
Yeah,
done a great job.
Outstanding job.
They've let it go, what we love, and they should be commended. Oh, beautiful tap work that time to the little man Hoy. Just couldn't quite gather. Coming through there was Gallatin. Beautiful pay. He goes forward, coming out to meet it is big Weir. He's wrapped up by McPherson. Oh, over the top was Saunders. He's got a feeling that there's a little bit in this contest still to go. And I could just sense something. There's a bit of
fire in the belly, isn't there?
There is.
Bridgewater, good tap. Here comes Saunders. I'll tell you what, Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day, contender and highly there. Dye, or they run into one another, the Saints. Hot football. There's just that physicality is lifted amongst the two. There's Ma, gathered by block. High up and under kick. It hasn't reached any distance there except in height. Mooney takes the mark. Loose football again. Who can get it out? There's Hoy, tries to get through. Maybe been taken a little high. At the bottom of the pack there is McPherson. He's trying to get it out. And we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50 for the Roosters. So it's a 40-point margin. And the Roosters have kicked the first goal of this final term. Good Friday football, healthy crowd. Great to see a lot of people out and about in Warrnambool this afternoon. Harrington, toe poker. Here's Saunders. Around the body, looks to straighten it up. Looking for a teammate in Ma. Bolsh, good handball to Paddy O'Sullivan. He'll go short by foot. Good kick.
Al Robb's seen enough.
He's seen enough, Al. He's going. He's had enough of the Saints today. He said, no, I'm going home. Elane's got the afternoon tea on, I'd say. The scones, the jam, the cream.
Yeah, he'll be there in a minute, Elaine.
Here's Tommy Bolsh. He's grown a foot in the off-season, Tommy. Beautiful kick. Dobson's going to fly over the back, goes through the hands. Happy to see the ball go out of bounds. We're going to have a ball up. 40-point lead here to the Roosters. In our Hampden League live match of the day, official crowd numbers just being handed to me by Ash Kelson. Not quite as big as Bushfield last week, but 4,634. 4,634.
number, isn't
That
it?
is unbelievable. Good Friday football at the Friendly Societies Park. I think it was 5-7 last week, so Hampden League footy is back. It's back in a big way.
Back in earnest.
Have a look at my phone. It's lighting up like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, you've got a lot of friends
I'll
there.
tell you what, all the big names from Racing.com.
Big Jay Brown, he's in the Fox footy commentary box. We're at the Friendlies, Brownie. I reckon your box is going to be a little bit better than ours, big fella. Big Jay Brown. Here to go the Roosters now, launching another attack. Thompson, he's got that left hammy heavily strapped. I like this kid, Henderson. Been great today. I mentioned he's a son of Hooter.
Played with both clubs too, Hooter.
He did. Good footballer, Hooter, too, back in his own right. He's Haberfield. Nice mark.
He was tough too. Oh, don't worry about that.
Yeah, big Hooter liked it hard and tough. So Haberfield goes inboard to Hoy. Hoy just steps around. Been good again. He's just had a couple of kicking issues today, big Hoysey. That one was a little bit of a...
Yeah, it's just not him, is it? It's like there's something wrong with the foot, though.
It's like he's had that Mickey McGowan jab in the right foot or something before that
just
Carlton game.
uncustomary.
And he's just struggling to get the foot through it. He might need a little bit of butte just to fire him up. Now, Al was only going to the bar. He's got a couple of...
Sorry, Al, we give you up, son. I'd say someone's told him at the gate, so he's come back.
He's got a couple of cans, big Al. Couple of great Gordons.
He just looked like he was leaving, didn't he?
Hoy just tries to bustle through. There's little Jonah Marr, a.k.a. Poppenhuisen from the Melbourne Storm. One of the best mullets in the NRL.
One of the best players in the NRL.
I'm an NRL man now, you blokes.
What's happening?
Like me NRL now,
you were
blokes.
Kurt Gidley, mate. Big power brokers.
The NRL players in horse ownership.
That's right.
Oh, that's a push in the back, surely. Gav Sell hasn't missed that one.
Oh, no, put a saddle on him.
Put a saddle on, that was. Not happy either. Was Chumpy pulling.
Chumpy just keeps
He's been
going.
terrific. Jeez, he's a good player.
Close to the best player on the ground. That's how
absolutely.
he's been.
Blackie might have called him Chunky last week.
Chunky
pulling.
Neve. Chunky Neve, isn't it?
Oh, it is Chunky Neve.
Yeah, here he is on cue.
Chumpy and Chunky. I'll tell you what, they've waxed lyrical all day, these two.
It's like the O'Sullivan brothers, mate. They've waxed all day too. Don't worry about that. And so are the Becks boys a couple of times.
Gee, this is a long kick for a little leg.
I reckon
He's a nice kick.
He is a nice kick, but it might just test him. But going here with a little bit of breeze over his shoulder might help. So little Jira Neve crimps a little bit. He's got the leg all right.
Just pulled it
to
for
the
the
left.
journey, didn't he?
Through for a minor score. So 7-9-51. That is the Koroit Saints. The Roosters 14-6-90. 10 minutes gone. Final term. Shojan Rocco concrete scoreboard.
Yeah, Sammy Thompson with the kick-in duties. Got that left hamstring heavily strapped, and he'll come in, he'll run off his mark and look to kick it to the broadcast side. So it'll be Koroit, Becks, McCosh, they all fly, but a nice bit of blocking work there by McCosh, and Koroit takes an easy uncontested mark. He'll bomb it inside forward 50 to the top of the square. O'Sullivan flies, that's Jack, and a rush behind for the Koroit Saints. So 7-11-53, South Warrnambool 14-6-90. 10 minutes gone, final term action. That's on the Battery World Time Clock. And Alan Blackburn will head down boundary side with you, all thanks to Rent for Keeps.
Hasn't been much action this quarter, Hilly. 1 goal to South Warrnambool and 2 behinds to Koroit in the last couple of minutes. So time ticking along. We've played 11 minutes, so Koroit need to get a hurry on, but I think they're done.
Yeah, the Roosters just controlling the ball nicely. They've got they're plugging all the holes and not really allowing any clean passageway for the Saints. So Thompson will go on the outer side this time. Kicking's been good, but chopped off by O'Sullivan, who's been really, really good for the Saints. Just doesn't stop trying. Inside forward 50. Dobson flies! What a mark by Sammy Dobson. Wowee! And that is the Matco highlight of the day for me. Wowee, a launching pad there and sensational.
Well, lots of the highlights have been down in that area of the ground, haven't they, with goals and marks and a lot of what we've seen today.
Gee, that was a good mark. Got a little bit of air time and pushed off the opponent's back, and Dobson, can he finish off his beautiful mark with a goal? He's kicked one this afternoon. Sam Dobson looking for goal number 2, 30 metres out, 45-degree angle, comes in, splits the middle. Great goal from Sam Dobson, and the Saints just gives them a little bit of life with that one around. 8-10-58, trailing the Roosters, who are 14-6-90, or 13-6-80 it might be. 14,690, so a 32-point margin. Alan Blackburn, that was very, very good to watch.
Unbelievable. Great grab at this time of the day for Dobbo, and a beautiful kick, wasn't it? Beautiful kick.
Yeah, lovely kick. Finished off beautiful.
Now, boys, you two boys up there will have to be Matthew too. Matthew's Petroleum.
Yeah, Matthew's on the phone in the corner, talking to the trainer.
Yeah.
That's right. Him and Brownie are just exiting the commentary boxes and just surmising the race.
I wonder if Brownie's doing the same thing
that's
in
right.
his box.
That's right.
Sorry, boys, I can't talk.
McCutcheon kicks in. Here's Dobson, runs around, gets the handball into Haberfield, who's met pretty heavily there by Gallishan and gets a resultant high. So the physicality stakes hasn't lowered, that's for sure. Haberfield, the youngster, played his first game last week. Kicks. Big fly by O'Sullivan this time around. Didn't clunk the mark. Dobson a little bit sore after that one. And he gets back to his feet and we'll have a stoppage 25 out from the Koroit goal. So still time, Eyes. There is still time. We know how good the Saints are. 32 points down, but a couple of quick ones could change things. Here comes Haberfield off the back of the back and just couldn't work it around enough, and a minus score. So 8-11-59, 14-6-90, 13 minutes gone on the Shojin Concrete scoreboard. Black is all thanks to Rent for Keeps. We'll head down to you, boundary side.
Yeah, they're still having a crack, aren't they? You've got to give it to Koroit. They're still having a crack. They'll try and wind the clock down a bit here, South, with a bit of possession play, but just can't get it out of that back line, can they?
No, they can't. Now the Roosters, they're under a bit of pressure here. The forward pressure here by the Saints has been good. Neve can play on, but they're going to bring it back over the mark. And that man, Sam Dobson, who's been busy in this final term, will have a shot at goal. Now it's going to be a 35-metre kick, a tightish angle, but he's on the right side from a right footer. So we know the distance isn't going to be an issue with Dobson. He's a big kick of the footy. It's all about whether he kicks it straight or not. It is a tight angle from Sam Dobson. So looking for goal number 3. He's taken the mark of the day only minutes ago.
Hasn't stopped trying either, has he?
Back to 25 points if he can kick it. Comes in, working around, hits the post. We've had a few of those today, the Saints.
Too, wasn't it? Beautiful kick.
Yeah, good connection from Dobson, and that's the third poster of the afternoon.
But again, Matty alluded to it even before the game started. Look at where he's taken these marks. He's just about on the boundary every time, isn't he?
Yeah, we don't see a lot, sort of very straight. Big fly by Koroit. Couldn't take the mark across half forward for the Saints. Soccer attempt there by Herman. Kicked out of the pack by Saunders. Gathered by O'Sullivan. That's Paddy. Kicks to centre half forward. They're going to chop it off the Roosters or through a few hands. Harrington may have been dragged off with the left hand. In there is Henderson. That's Jed. Taken too high was Williamson. And a free kick to the South Warrnambool Roosters. What to like about the Roosters' Eyes? I've been impressed with their lineup across the forward line, their back structure, and even their midfielders.
More than anything else, I've been impressed with their endeavour today. When I say their endeavour, their tenacity at the footy. As I said, if there's one area that Koroit are hard to match, it's how hard they are around the ball. And as good as their skills have been, and they've been terrific, I've liked that aspect of their game.
Yeah, absolutely. And some new blood into the Roosters as well. I think certainly regenerated them, and obviously some youngsters have had good pre-seasons as well. So Hoy, penetrating kick inside forward 50. Dobson flies again. At the bottom of the pack was Fraser Robb. May have nearly been taken high. Umpire just on the wrong side of it.
He sort of ducked as he went to push through, so I think the right decision was made there.
So 30 metres out from the Saints goal. So they've been peppering Blackers with some inside 50s, repeated inside 50s. McCosh, good youngster, got the tap down. Saunders again. I tell you what, he's almost at that point where I reckon he's in the top 2 for the best players of the day. Saints go inside, forward 50 again. Jet Henderson evades nicely. Side of the boot, the ball comes off, and it's just a bit of a game of ping pong at the moment.
It's going to be so difficult for Koroit now because all the numbers are back for South. So it's going to make it extremely hard for them to score.
So the big fella's just off the blow with Lindsay Smith. Happy with the run, Lindsay, was he, mate?
Is that Lindsay?
I was talking to just a couple of the owners, Chris O'Connor, a few of them. They're down there.
Chris, we're doing the footy. Chris O'Connor should know we're doing the footy.
He was pumped. He was excited, mate.
Well done.
He's absolutely, and just amazing. I haven't even watched the replay yet, but I can't wait to. That is for sure. But we're going to talk footy. And
we're
I'll tell you what,
in the quaddie too, by the way.
We're alive in the quad.
Koroit Hotel Quadrella. We'll see what sort of a dividend. Won't be huge, but there'll be something
What
there.
won the third leg?
Number 13, Red Hot Nick.
Red Hot Nick.
Oh,
So there'll be
beautiful.
something there. Something there for a little bit
Had
of
a little wager on that one.
Did you?
beautiful.
You obviously know somebody called Nick.
Would have been a little $8 or
I
something.
like the trainer Stokes. I think.
Good on you, mate.
goes
Well,
okay.
Oh, Couchy nearly intercepts there. Picked up, gathered well done there by Hussey. Oh, Saunders again. He's been brilliant. Matthews Petroleum, boys. Going to be hard to go past this man. Been in absolutely everything. And he hyperextended that elbow, remember, in the first quarter. He's toughed it out. He's going to be sore tomorrow, Easter Saturday.
Yeah, I wonder what's the long-term prognosis there.
Probably getting
What they
through
can
today.
do for ligaments.
I think they just, stretch it up and just do what you have to
So
do.
you don't know, in other words?
No, I don't know.
Dr. Matty.
Stretch it up and do what you have to do. Now, that is the nomination. That's all we're with.
You'd be wrapped you went your doctor and he told you, just do what you got to do, mate.
Just do what you got to do, mate. Just
Gee,
get
Paddy
yourself
Lane, if you're
through.
loving some of the bloopers on here this afternoon. Southwest Tools and Industrial.
Here's Willie Couch. 18 minutes gone. The Saints trail by 30 points. Wild Will's got the ball in the pocket.
Put us
He'll go
through,
close here.
Will.
He will
Put us
go close.
through, wild man.
He's hit the post twice today.
Good connection.
It's going to get to the top of the square. O'Sullivan's going to fly over the back. Well done by Thompson. He just ushers it through like Greggy Jen at the Capitol Cinema. Usher.
Not as smooth, though, from the G. Not as smooth.
Boys, they've kicked 1-5 for the quarter, the Saints.
So they've pressed, haven't they? You know,
Numbers
like-
are back, though, South, which has been... The ball's getting rushed through too, Clucky, isn't it?
So here's Gallichan playing a different role down back. I must commend the South back six for mine.
Yeah,
I think
good.
left foot Leon Lowry, I think he looks after the back six. He's done a good job. Oh, big fly that time by Dye. Dispossessed was Paddy Haberfield. Out of the pack, and a nice mark's being taken by that man again, Willie Couch. Sporting the blue boots in 2022. And Couch is going to go back and have a shot. He's a beautiful kicker, the football. He's kicked 2 goals too this afternoon. Thanks to spooky Senate accountant stats. Kicks on its way, and he's pulled it to the left. And it's gone through for a minor
He
score.
could have had 5, couldn't he?
Yeah, he's had a day. He's
they've been close.
serviceable.
But again, it doesn't have a lot of the footy, but just can be so impactful with just with his presence in that fourth line. Will Couch, love watching him play. So Thompson just telling the troops to push to the boundary towards the broadcast side. Big fly from Jackie McCosh. Couldn't quite get it. Jonah Maher in there, as is Tommy Bolsh. I love this kid. I reckon he's an absolute gun. Bolsh just works hard. Will Peterson, short kick over the top of his teammate Mooney. Coming through there is Jet Henderson, too high was the call. So Henderson looks to play on. Good height as well. Short kick. Mark couldn't take the mark. Gallishan reads it best and just bombs it long down centre wing. It's a running race. Dye up against Whitehead. Whitehead got some meterage with his handball. Flying kick from Bridgewater. Bolsh again, composed. Got the footy on the boot. Coming through with Shan Becks. Sidestepping there was Koroit. McCosh got the handball out. And out of the pack there was Mullen with the kick towards half forward. Bounces awkwardly. Nice pick up there by Archie Stevens. Probably died out a little bit in this final term. Gallishan told to go long. He'll go short instead to Hussey. Now Hussey's got a clear passage here. He'll go short onto the lead of Braden Becks. Or is it? No, it might be Saunders, I think it may be. And Saunders takes a lovely mark, 35 metres out.
I think it's...
No, it is Becks. It is Becks. So Becks takes a nice mark, 35 metres out. 45-degree angle, and Blackie, you going to back him in here?
Starting to rain too, boys. Few spits down here. Yeah, I think so.
Wet track for May.
Yeah, I think so. A shifty track.
Yeah, I think it's going to be shifty.
So Braden Becks looking for his first of the afternoon, been a solid contributor on his wing. Comes in, good kick, great kick.
Look at Blackie.
Blackie's giving him the head nod. He's giving the head nod. He's happy with that
tick
one.
of approval there, Hilly, isn't he? He can come to kitchen tea, or he can come to the kitchen table for tea on Sunday nights and hold his head high. Trish will serve up a little bit of lemon pudding.
Roast lamb.
Roast lamb.
Potatoes. Roast pumpkin.
Oh, I tell you like it.
Bit of broccoli.
I'm heading to store.
Can Terry come over?
No, work on
not
Sunday.
for Terry.
No room for Terry.
So
What about Dirky Diggler?
Dirk Diggler will be Blackie. That'll be Dirk Diggler.
He's got a bit of the digglers about him. That was a big fellow. Who was the big guy from Warrnambool?
Koroit.
Big Pete Koroit.
South shift in the premiership market.
Here we
today,
go.
Matthew.
Tommy Bolsh on the run. Another behind. So 1 goal 6 in the final term. And, Roosters will definitely be firming in the premiership market. This has been a good victory against a team that came out and won well last week against North. So form lines
1-7
are everything. 1 goal 7 for the quarter, Blackie.
Unbeaten too, aren't they, Blackie?
Yeah, I think they're only side that are unbeaten.
Yeah, I apologise to Paul.
Tool of the week. Tool of the week.
Sorry, Troy.
I tell you what, if you're doing nothing tomorrow either, we've got there's 3 hours on radio, starting with the good, the bad, the ugly from 7 a.m. It'll be 3 hours of In the Boat, Blackie.
How do you reckon I'm going to go in the morning? I'd say I might just be lucky enough to get to the racing show for tomorrow.
Just tell Billy Eaters to be on the job.
Big bad bustling Billy. So 50-metre penalty here. It's against the Saints. And the free kick, I should say. Not the best kick. Over the back there was Peterson. He was drove into the ground.
Drove? Not driven.
And
so, boys, I'll go out and interview the Matthews Petroleum after the game because we won't get the song in there, will we?
Straight away, Blackie, because I tell you what, we leave the broadcast today at 5 o'clock. We're heading straight into the news at 5 p.m. I meant to tell our listeners that, so we've got a few minutes to go after the close of game, and that will virtually be about it. We'll ramp right up into news. Here goes Dobson again with a big fly. Pulls down, no. Umpire says play on. Pulling's in there. Could have been taken without it. Thompson comes crashing through. Williamson. 1-2 to Nick Thompson.
He's been good, Nick Thompson.
Yeah, been terrific.
Magnificent. Good kick that
Haven't had any passengers, Blackie.
No, been good.
All contributed all day, to be honest.
So Henderson across half back. That's Jed, number 14. And they're just waxing the football now, the Roosters. They're a high possession kicking team that are very good by foot. Thompson, good penetrating kick, finds Bridgewater, been impressed. Defensive side of centre wing, the Roosters, they lead by 34 points. Keeps it low, looking for Sam Kelly, and Hoy just at the back of the pack, reads it best. Good leader for the Koroit Saints, Liam Hoyer, Matthews Petroleum, player of the day last week. It's not his best kick, and a good defensive punch away there by Jonah Marr. And he'll have a bounce to throw in.
Sam Dobson, boys, and they're 7 goals down or 6 goals down. He just doesn't stop running, does he?
No, he's still trying.
Unbelievable.
Mate, he's lives in the same division as me and runs up Hopkins Point Road quite regularly. He is an unbelievable athlete.
You're not going with him?
No, I'll drive the car. I'd probably still lose driving the car against Dobbo. He runs up pretty quick.
Actually, I was running up that hill there a while back, and that Rantel lad or whatever, the real fitness freak, he absolutely ushered past me like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, yeah. He's a regular.
Athlete. Yeah, he's an animal.
He's a regular. So here comes Pulling.
That road's been good to you for victories too, Matthew.
Absolutely it has.
You led all the way there once in the boat style.
Inside forward 50. Koroit hasn't stopped trying.
I forgot about that little win.
Yeah, you're well handicapped.
What'd you go? You give me a K, didn't you?
Yeah, gave you a bit.
You only have to give me 5 metres now.
No ground. I think you're giving me ground now.
I might have to. The big Ice Kelson getting on to 58, nearly 59, looking magnificent. Still runs 10Ks every day.
Matthew, too, for those, because we won't be on air for the last leg of the quaddie, but for the Children's Hospital, we are still alive. We've got the favourite going in the last leg. Won't be a huge dividend, but we'll be able to send about $120 to the Children's Hospital if we can get number 6. So you see the favourite home in the last. So hopefully we can help a little bit more in that little
and
appeal.
If it's red on air, we'll double it.
Yeah, okay. Yes. And if we get it, I'll double it. How's that, Blackie?
No, we've just had a phone call from Peter Heaton, our GM. If Alan Blackburn calls the next minute of play, if he calls the football, I'll double it, Blackie.
Actually, we're all doubling it.
So the ball's in your court. 110 becomes 220. You've got to do it for a minute.
Next week. Next week at Camperdown.
Call.
Tell Hito to get, you know what.
No, you've had experience at Camperdown.
Mate, you do it for the kids, mate. Give it, they may grow.
Sorry, he was about to do it too.
The siren saved him. And the final score here, the Roosters 15-6, 96. Koroit 8-14, 62. That's a very, very big victory. 34 points.
Big Rooster win, isn't it? Big Rooster.
So the Roosters over the Koroit Saints. It is a great win. They've taken a scalp above them, and they are absolutely pumped, as you can imagine. And, just a good victory all round. And it was a really even team performance by the entire South Warrnambool side this afternoon. And Coach Matty Battistello, he said that before the game. And the boys delivered in spades. It's a tough encounter. They can go and enjoy the rest of their Easter weekend. There's no more Hampden League football, of course, after this weekend. But a magnificent victory, Ice Kelson, in the end to the Roosters.
Comprehensive victory, really, wasn't it? They answered them at all levels, really, today, South Warrnambool. And there's a hell of a lot more football to be played. We know that, but I think it's a really good win for South Psyche, or Psyche, or however you want to pronounce it. But with their young and a lot of new blokes, it's just going to give them a lot of confidence to catapult into the year ahead, Trent.
Absolutely, I agree. And you know what? South's probably best lineup isn't the one we've seen on the parquet. They've still got some good names to come in. Yule, Thomas,
boys,
what's alike.
Matthews Petroleum, boys.
Oh, it's got to be Saunders for mine.
Yeah, I think number 11.
And played under duress as the game went on too.
Didn't stop.
Most likely, so yeah, he gets the nod from me.
Yeah, Joshy Saunders, our Matthews Petroleum player of the day contender. What about the snag of the day? It's
and
got to be
Archie
Saunders.
Stevens not far behind him. Archie Stevens' first half, he was the best player on the ground.
Saunders gets a goal of the day too, Blackie, down there, mate. That'll be probably goal of the year, to be honest. One of the best goals I've ever seen in that pocket.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Macco High highlight of the day was the Sam Dobson big fly, that final term.
Absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
He's giving you the bump, has he, Blackie?
They're just having a quick talk, Matthew.
Yeah. That's a fair call too. I think looks like Ricky Henderson just grabbing the boys in, and they'll be very, very happy.
And what do you reckon the message would be, Matt?
I reckon the message would be, hey, listen, keep a lid on
game,
it.
yeah.
One game. We're playing well at the moment. We're going along sensationally well. We just got to keep ourselves, our head in check here and just keep tapping along and doing what we're doing.
Exactly, because you don't want to be winning a game like this today and then dropping to a side below you next week. That'll be the message.
Absolutely. And look, the Saints, I think I might have alluded to it before.
I reckon you're right.
I just thought it had been a big 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I just think emotionally and physically, I just really felt like, it could have been a flat one today, and I think that's what might have happened. Let's go downstairs, down on Blackburn. Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day, and also the Lucas Brothers Snag of the Day, Blackie.
Yes, well, Josh, good win, mate. Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day, $50 fuel voucher, and the Snag of the Day too, mate. So
Snag of the year.
Beautiful snag. Now, were you just centering that, or was that having a fair dinkum shot?
Yeah, look, I didn't have much that I could really do with the footy. I was having a shot at goal, but look, it came off pretty badly, so I was probably a bit lucky that it sort of floated the right way with the wind and got through. So, yeah, no, it was pretty lucky, but good to get the goal, 6 points.
They made a great effort. How's your elbow? You got a bit of hyperextension there. How is it?
Yeah, no, it's okay. I just leant in for a ball one-handed in the first, and I think Hoyser's just sort of put his body in and just hyperextended a little bit. So it was pretty sore in the second quarter. I had a few meds and it's just a pain, so I've just played a bit through the game, so it was good.
And made a great win. Got a few bigger boys up forward, and the back six was really good, as the boys said.
Yeah, the boys are looking unreal this year. We've had a big pre-season, and as you said, a few big boys down forward helps us just getting the ball in there quick and giving them every opportunity one-on-one. So they're going to be pretty hard to beat, and just a great win by the boys, and it was unreal.
And there's some good judges picked you to win the Mascot medal, mate. How's your form?
I'm not sure about that, mate. I'll just be happy to win the granny this year, but the boys are flying. 3 and zip, and to knock Koroit off, obviously a great side, and this gives us confidence going forward. So.
And you kick straight for a change today?
Yeah, look, it does put a lot of scoreboard pressure on when we can kick the goals rather than, I think we kicked 9 points in a row last game. So, yeah, no, look, it's something we worked on during the week, and, definitely showed today. 15-6, I think it was like 25-something, 10 last week or something ridiculous like that. So, yeah, no, it was good. Good to kick the goals.
Mate, congratulations. Well done. Great effort.
Good stuff as always downstairs, Alan Blackburn, and a worthy winner of our Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day. Across the whole day, he was brilliant, wasn't he? He sets up, he just works so hard. He's got a high work rate, hasn't he?
Oh, it doesn't stop. And I reckon, talking to someone in the off-season, I reckon his pre-season work was phenomenal. Like, they reckon he's improved just his running capabilities even better. So
if that's possible.
Yeah, I know. Unbelievable. But fit and firing, and he's going to be important for the Roosters if, they want to go that couple of steps better this year, that's for sure.
One of their real leaders now too, isn't he? You can see that he's taken on that role as well.
Hey, Stewie, I'll go through the goal kickers, mate, if you like.
Perfect.
For the Roosters, 4 goals to Jack Dyer, so he's kicked 11 in his first 3 games for the Roosters. Young Dylan Weir kicked 3. He's kicked 10 so far this season. Sam Kelly 2, and then singles to Braden Beck, Ricky Henderson, Jed Henderson, Archie Stevens, Nick Thompson, and also, I can't even understand my handwriting there for that last one. Joshy Saunders, of course. Whilst for the Saints, 2 to Couch, 1 to Neve, 1 to Koroit, 2 to Dobson.
I thought we might have been able to get the song, but we just might have lost it.
As soon as I went in there, mate, under the roof, it cut straight out. So
you can just hear it from where you are faintly, can't you?
You can sing it for us, Blackie.
Yeah, what's the song? How's it go? Hell, you should know it.
Yeah, I know it.
I should know it.
Come on.
We're a team of mighty Southerners. Southerners
are we. Well, that's about as much as I can remember.
Yeah, not a singer, Blackie.
Hey, what about the Saints? I know they'll be disappointed. Coming off the back of a really good win last week, I think Macca won't be too phased, to be honest.
Well, in a way, it gives you something to really sort of get back to, you know what I mean, it's square one, if you like, from a coaching point of view. So, I mean, there's plenty of areas, I guess, was what I'm saying, that they can work on now. Whereas if you have another win, your next loss is closer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they can really reboot, because there's players to come back into that side. Let's make no mistake. I reckon they lacked a bit of height down back too. When they're under pressure down there, South Tall's got on top of them as well. So there's a few areas that they need, some of those good players back.
Hey, boys, we're going to take a quick break on Hammer League Live. This is the post-game. All thanks to Matty Canadian Conquest Pools. I apologise, we are getting out at 5 o'clock tonight. It is Good Friday. They need to get back into the football. But Matty Canadian, the team at Conquest Pools, we'll talk about them more on the other side of this.
Hampden League Live for Clinton Bolsh Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, Harvey Norman Computers, Sungold Milk, and McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central. 3YBFM.
Did you know that Badeness Rural have 3 agronomists and an experienced in-store team to help service the needs of their clients? With the right advice and the latest in agriculture technology, they provide a tailored service specific to your farm needs. Helping you boost production and keeping costs in check is what they do best. From on-farm agronomy to decades of expertise in-store to help you get the best results. Call in and see them today. Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Southwest Local News is fast becoming known for its free, trusted, reliable and compassionate local news service. Southwest Local News. Local, free, always will be. 3 nights a week on Fitz Media's Facebook page.
Need insurance? See MGA Insurance Group. Great service, expert advice and competitive premiums for farmers, business owners and transport operators. Call Dennis and Gareth Morgan and Glenn Skilbeck, 55596 200.
Harvey Norman, your premium Optus dealer. Receive a $400 Harvey Norman gift card when you connect to a new $69 a month, 24-month SIM-only plan with 80 gigabytes of data for use in Oz. Available now at Harvey Norman. Offer available until withdrawn. Not available with any other offers. Minimum plan cost $1,656 over 24 months. Visit hn.com.au/Optus-BYO for terms and conditions.
Go! Have you been injured at work, in a public place, from medical negligence, in a motor vehicle accident, from exposure to asbestos? Madden's Lawyers, the region's most experienced injury compensation firm. You deserve the best.
Right, thanks, ladies and gentlemen. Got some lovely Angus bullocks here. Right, I've hit 390. 80 got, thank you. 2, 4, 6, 386, 8, 90, 392, 392. Jack Kelly here from J&J Kelly Stock Agency. We've been in business 30 years this year. We've got a great selling team to help market your livestock. We sell every Wednesday and the last Friday of each month at the Warrnambool Livestock Centre. Contact J&J Kelly Stock Agency and staff for all your livestock needs.
Stay warm in one of Narrawong Island Holiday Park's fully self-contained cabins where you can enjoy the sound and serenity of the ocean. Narrawong Island Holiday Park, your water escape on the mainland.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun gold.
From trees to traffic, Carter Group is the home of fully trained arborists, offering tree removal, trimming and lopping of trees, along with on-site traffic management planners and high-quality traffic management. Visit cartergroup.com.au.
Fitz Media Productions is your online broadcast specialist. From meetings and special events to weddings, funerals and sport, Fitz Media's fully equipped mobile broadcast unit provides a professional, reliable live stream anywhere. Contact us today.
If there's one thing us Aussies know, it's great coffee. Like the best ever McCafe blend. Expertly made by baristas for a smooth, rich taste that hits the spot every time. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
On 3YBFM, this is Hampden League Live for Sungold Milk, J&J Kelly Stock Agency and Rafferty's Tavern.
Give Matty Canady and the crew a shout out. They do a magnificent job for your pool needs.
Yeah, great sponsor of Hampden League Live, that is for sure. So a good win to the Roosters, 15-6-96, defeating Koroit 8-15-63. Blackie, I know you've got some Synod account stats that you'd like to run through.
Yes, mate. Last quarter, what they have, they're 11 inside 50s to the Roosters only had 5, so they're all over them and they end up kicking 1 goal 7 in the last quarter, so could have been a bit closer, but centre clearance is 13-14, that's Koroit's way, inside 50s for South, 45, Koroit 42, marks inside 50, 10 to the Roosters and 12 for the Koroit Saints. Major goal kickers, Jack Dye kicked 4, Dylan Weir, I should say, kicked 3, and for Koroit, Sammy Dobson's kicked 3 and Will Couch a couple and hit the post a few times too, Hilly. So,
yeah, absolutely. Our Pit Stop Menswear Player of the Year votes, we gave the 3 to our Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day to Josh Saunders. The midfielder from the Roosters.
Yes, young Archie Stevens.
And the 1 vote went to... From Koroit, Alex Pulling was our 1 vote as well. And Macco High highlight of the day winner was Sam Dobson for a big screamer in that last quarter. Can't wait to go back to the vision and looking at that one. And our Lucas Brothers snag of the day was also won by Josh Saunders from the South Warrnambool Roosters for that tight one on the boundary. Beautiful score there by Matty Stewart.
Take beating for snag of the year, that one.
Oh, it's just absolutely. And Robbie Gregg just messaged, he said, they're still my pockets at the friendlies, boys. He liked kicking goals, big bubble.
What a great player Robbie Gregg was too.
Superstar.
He's explosive, wasn't he?
Good man.
So what's the wash-up?
Yeah, he's a
quickly,
good bloke.
boys, on the firstly the Saints. Won't do them any harm.
No, we spoke about that. I think in a way it sort of brings you back to earth a bit, Blackie, and very early in the year. If that was 2 games out from the finals, you'd be very concerned. I think in a way it gives you plenty that you can work on, doesn't it? You know,
tough game last week.
Oh, absolutely. And as Matty alluded to, emotionally there was going to be a hiccup somewhere, wasn't there? And I think... take nothing away from South, but I think it might have played a little part today as well.
And the Roosters?
Confidence, give them huge confidence.
No, they are absolutely confident, so they should be. Hey, listen, boys, been a fantastic day's calling. We have to wrap it up now. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage on Good Friday.
In the boat.
Go and enjoy your Easter with your family and friends, and I still can't believe it, to be honest.
It's been a good Friday.
It's been an absolute amazing Friday. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage, and well